Next door?
I'm not fighting. They're having fun.
Did I tell
Chomps.
what kind of fun? Did I tell you about these?
Mm-hmm.
All natural beef stick. You know how I like the beef stick. Oh, here we are. Like people fighting next door? Oh God, don't do that. It's showing it on Zoom right now.
Mm-hmm. We're
I
on
started
Zoom.
streaming less than a minute ago, but I'm hearing the video back. Oh, I can mute that. All right, so that's live. I can also do this straight to YouTube. All right. Now, do you want it on YouTube, man?
Whatever.
It's up to you.
I use clean language, so.
You're right, you do. I'm the one that does not most of the time. All right, so we got that. So we're live. We're already live on YouTube. So just a quick one. It's the inaugural Friday night chats. The inaugural. It's the pilot episode, honestly, dude.
You shouldn't be able to use words you can't spell.
You're probably right. Yeah. I'm Jason. It
I'm
says
Nick.
it there, and there's Nick, who's I guess he's my Hispanic mother from another mother.
Can I see you now?
People still say that? Yeah, we're live.
No, I don't think you can say anything now.
Okay, so
we're pretty much done.
All right, we're on YouTube. All right, I want to share it. I don't know, like that's always the weird thing too. How do you tell people what you're doing or what's going on?
Oh, they'll pick up on it. All my 2 subscribers on YouTube, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're already honed in. What is your YouTube channel?
I'm using the opening drive.
Okay.
That's all it's called, honestly. Nobody else had the opening drive. Oh God! Now I was just looking at the YouTube and it's freaking me out, man, because it's like it's a little bit behind. All right.
I wonder how I see it.
Through your mind, brother. Through your mind. So yeah, Friday nights, man. We just wanted to get together. I want to do this more often for the podcast and just myself. Sometimes it's just good to riff off your own stuff and just get things off your chest, but also trying to do it podcast wise, tell some stories, hopefully have some guests, do some interviews, talk about a variety of subjects. So that's what the podcast does. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, brother. All right, I'm gonna post it. I think it would be so much fun though to have like all the old crew on, and then you get like what's the guy from The Office that was doing the good news videos? What's his name, man? He played John Wick. God, I can't forget. He's married to like the hottest British woman ever.
On The Office.
He was from The Office. John Krasinski or whatever. John Krasinski.
No, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, do you know the videos that I'm talking about?
No.
Check yourself. And
I don't see your channel on here. Maybe I blocked you.
Friday night chat. All right. You probably did. So what are we talking about anyway? Let me see, dude. I just shared it to you. Hang on, I didn't share it to you. I shared it on Facebook. I'll message it to you. Will that mess you up or?
I don't think so.
Okay, I texted it to you. Do you open up iMessage on your Mac?
No.
Oh man, I was gonna get some candy. That's what I was gonna bring in here just to chomp on. Instead I brought Oreos.
That's pretty funny. Except you're on the wrong side. No, it's confusing me.
Oh, on the YouTube, you found it?
Yeah.
All right, go. Yeah, why don't you go like and subscribe now while you're at it? Thank you.
You're back.
Yeah, and then you gotta definitely.
Oh man, I was gonna get some candy.
Okay,
play it back. That really messes you up.
There we go.
Let's see. But anyway, yeah, getting like a few of the old crew together, and you know, it'd just be cool to see Abney and Jordan, Laura.
I was just thinking of Sergeant Abney. I was thinking about him earlier tonight.
And I don't know why I was just thinking of it too, man. But
He's he was an ideal NCO for a soldier like me.
oh, yeah, I gotcha. Man, my Mac starts cooking, dude. Didn't I hit enter?
They're trying to get you to buy the new iFan.
Yeah, probably, man. So bizarre. Now what I'm wondering is what do you monitor, like chat wise? So we're chatting. I could do a pull out window, but like if someone started like chatting with you and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Chatting
on what, on YouTube?
Yeah, like if they chimed in, they start chatting. Hey,
Oh,
what's
that's
up,
a good
dog? Blah, blah,
idea.
blah.
We should send it to somebody.
Well, it's what I just posted it, but who's gonna see it? You might.
Oh,
post
I can
it.
chat. I can chat as Nicholas Hernandez.
Did you just type something into YouTube? Hey, welcome to tonight's show. Oh man, it's probably a little obvious.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? We should post in general stupidity.
Oh, this? Nobody's going to want to hear
assholes.
this. Post it. How do you send it?
Where is that? I got shortcuts. God,
oh,
man.
There we go. Share.
You find it?
Yeah.
General. It should be like right in front. Oh, it was. It was right in front of me.
Let's see if.
So, this has probably been the most boring beginning to a chat ever. Hey, do you have the MacBook?
Nope.
You have a PC laptop?
I'm using a Chromebook.
Okay. Well, hey.
What kind of carrots you got? Oh, those aren't carrots.
Oh, I do have some.
I have a cornrow Wallace in my contacts. Now, why would that be?
What the fuck?
Who is Cornrow Wallace? I'm tempted to call or text to see if they respond.
Yeah.
Who's
See if maybe
Cornrow Wallace?
Maybe they can join us on the chat.
Hmm.
Isn't that like a Civil War general?
I don't know. Cornrow Wallace.
Or he just be made first lieutenant. That's an awesome name.
Oh man, I can't tell you the last time I've gone through my contacts. I probably need somebody else to do this for me. This is way too much information on here.
There's way too much, dude. I'm almost starting to think this is a bad idea, dude. Well, this is a good idea.
Pretty good. Who are these people?
That's what I did earlier. That's not helping out. So. Hey, there's 2 people watching. That's good. Hey, welcome. What's up?
Hey, I think it's me and you.
You're probably right. Actually, yeah, because that's terrible. Oh my God, that's terrible because you're right. Oh God, that's sad. So what's going on, man? Anyway.
Here? Nothing. This is the end of probably my longest week since the quarantine started.
Really?
Work-wise and temperature-wise, because it's like 100 degrees every day.
It finally became summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's just not that bad, but no, it's that bad. I'm really working on trying to not complain about summers.
Well, yeah, because you choose to live in Texas.
Yeah. Anywhere else, how are you going to go somewhere? Can you imagine being in... Did you complain about how cold it was in Alaska when you lived there? Where were you, Fairbanks?
Yeah.
Did you complain about how early it got dark or the
only time that I remember really complaining about being there was when I had to go to Arctic Light Infantry training, and it was just like I think a week long, but it had to stay like butt ass cold the whole time. I mean, I think it had to stay like 20 below or colder in order to get the certificate.
Shut up.
Yeah, I want to say 20 below. It was like in the hearts,
You
like
can
the
say it.
hardest part of winter. So God, I might be exaggerating, but it was really freaking cold. But it was everybody stuck together. But what I remember is having to get up for guard duty. It was like one of the nights we were out there. We actually stayed the night, and they taught us how to, dig a hole down into the snow and ice, and then you put your bag into it, your sleeping bag. But it's layered, like 3 or 4 layers. It was that newer modular kind. I mean, I'm talking. This was pre 9/11, dude. We were still planning on fighting the Russians. Still might be happening, but. Oh God! Now I just sound like a crazy conspiracy guy.
No, now you do. You didn't until you said that.
Yeah.
Now you're on everyone's radar.
Shit. Maybe we'll get a lot of watchers then. But anyway,
Hashtag
so
conspiracy theory.
But we had to have the sleeping bag down into the ice and snow, and it creates like a heat pocket. So once you get in it, and so we were learning that kind of thing. And then you got to strip down too in like your underwear, because otherwise you'll sweat into the clothing.
Yeah.
But we had to pull guard duty, and it was literally like every 30 minutes. There was a lot of us, like 100 dudes or something, But I just remember getting woken up. I looked at my watch, and I think I had like 2 minutes till I was supposed to be on shift. And so I got mad at the guy that woke me up, because I was like, dude, I still got 2 more minutes. Why are you waking me up? The guy's like, because I'm freezing. So I started getting up and going to put on my uniform, my boots, and all this stuff. And I just remember it was so effing cold, man. I think that took 5 to 10 minutes. And then I was trying to lace up my boots, and we had the bunny boots, snow bunny boots, they call them, whatever. They're just white rubber boots. But my fingers were so numb, and you can't put them on with like thick gloves, like lacing up boots. So I remember I just quit, and I just sat there and tried to stay warm. I was like, cuddling up myself. And I think at like 1:25, I woke the next guy up, and I was like, hey, it's 1:30, you got to get up. And I was like undressing and getting back in my bag. So that's my story about Alaska. Are you frozen? You look frozen.
Well, you do, but I'm trying to see it on the YouTube feed. It may still be all right.
Well, it's because I'm so still, man. I'm like, I'm
Oh, I do look frozen on the YouTube feed. Never mind.
Do I look frozen, or is my... So did you like my story?
Yeah, I did, except the part where you're being tortured in the cold.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like fun.
My YouTube feed does look better than yours. I like it. My feed is better than yours, better than yours, better than yours.
I wonder if I put that yellow wire in here.
The yellow wire?
Yeah, like the landline.
Oh, yeah. You'd go super speeds.
I wonder if
the Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi, but it could just be because you're like in Houston, and there's so many people sapping your data at all times.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to do the justification for them, so that when you call them to complain, you've already kind of primed the conversation. The fact of the matter is, there's 3 million people in this market, and you've got a freaking monopoly on it. So don't pretend like you didn't know how much pipe to lay.
Wait, what?
What?
What was that? Hey, I didn't. Did you post in General Stupidity?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna join us.
Are we gonna do that?
Come join us, idiots.
Oh, somebody's gonna start talking crap on her.
That's all right. That's the way it is, man. It's stupid. Hey, I was the one that deleted that photo the other day. That guy was complaining about.
Do you want to be saying that publicly?
I've talked to him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's cool. I talked to him about it, but he's cool anyway. But like,
I never saw what it was.
It was sharpening the boundaries of, to me, how everything's super, super, super duper sensitive.
Yeah.
Politically correct. And so it talked about, like, it was something about letters of the summer. I ended up undeleting it. Like I restored it, so it's in there somewhere. But like the third one was like basically saying like the whole GOP's racist, but it was like the way it was. I viewed it as just kind of like we just like I don't like when we as a society and country get out of one shit spot and then people keep bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, you know? There's just always something though, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just felt like I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, I get it and I look at it both ways, but I don't even think it's just funny. But maybe it was generally stupid. So but also I just like, man, why is there gotta be like so much political shit also in a group that's just meant to be funny?
Yeah.
I'd prefer because I get sued all the time. You see people take shit literal.
Yeah.
Start tripping out. Hey man, these chomps are pretty good. Seriously, man.
I had a conversation with someone today just saying how it's kind of
About a
lame.
beef stick?
You can't joke about a lot of stuff anymore.
Hmm.
And maybe it's good for the most part, but there's some things where I'm just like, yeah, we're kind
When
of,
I start getting told that Dave Chappelle's not funny,
yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
Enough. It just tells me people don't know how to take a joke. And it's ironic because sometimes I'll think to myself, like Democrats / liberal type people have no sense of humor. They can't take a joke. But then I'll see it reverse effect, you know, and then the same from the rednecks. So
Yeah.
I just think it depends on the subject and the topic, you know.
I think I think it depends on the climate. That thing that they say, like, read the room, like when you walk in, like there's an
I love
appropriate
that
time
saying.
and place.
Love that saying. I love it. Hey
Yeah,
man, read
but
the room.
seriously,
Tell my
it's
son
like,
that.
the
Hey,
stuff
buddy,
is still funny.
read
It's
the
just
room.
not the right time to say it.
Ew. That's starting to get gross.
What that
I'm
mist?
tasting. Yeah. Yeah. This is weird. So it obviously shows on YouTube I'm hosting. On Facebook. This food has weed in its woven dish towel. The food has weed in it woven dish towel. A friend just posted. You thought you were tasting love. Jokes on you. Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't think I want to read that. Right? Do you ever catch yourself reading the comments of shit that you're just thinking, why did I do that?
Well, in the sense that it makes me more angry and probably more cynical, but the wrong kind of cynical. Yeah, I'll go to read just to say, like, oh, look, there's a comment section. I wouldn't think there'd be a comment section, and you just see people unleash everything.
Yeah, you go.
Like, I wonder if they know that we're just like, we're all roaches living in a wall. We're all ants in a hill. Like, none of this matters.
They think that they're going to solve the world's problems and change your mental outlook on everything.
Yeah.
With their strong argument on Facebook or Twitter. Were we just talking about social media? What were we talking about? Oh, comment section, yeah. I'd love to take my son to a baseball game this summer. That would have been nice. It's funny that we've all had a lot of time.
Astros game or just any game?
Well, an Astros game.
Don't they have their schedule, right? It's like a 60-game schedule.
Oh yeah,
what's that? Half the year? Isn't that half of a season? Isn't a season like 120 or 130?
Oh, 162, my man.
No way. Oh man.
Way.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
nothing can hold my attention like that.
No, nothing really can.
Wow.
Well,
what's football now? 16 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they usually have 2 bye weeks, so they already cut 2 preseason games, and that's fine. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, preseason can go. That's trash.
It's always been. I get maybe years ago when scouting was harder, and so
Yeah.
coaches, they needed to see how a guy would play out. But now with all the information you have on a player by the time they get there, you don't need games to watch them. I don't know. Then athletes will say, "Well, things change in the game. Game time's different than practice or whatever." But
Oh, look, now there's only one watching. I guess that's me.
oh fuck.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay, be right back, sir. While we're here, this is just something I'm trying out, and I'm not usually this clownish. Just really enjoying my evening. I'm really enjoying my evening, So right now, okay, yeah, I'm still me. I'm Jason Casera. Chatting here with my buddy. Nick
Sorry,
Miller,
Holmes.
Army buddy and friend of how long we've known each other now? Since like
2005. No, 6.
6, yeah, 06. Oh, well, at least you kind of aged me. 14 years?
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Does it sound like I know what I'm talking about? I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
I reported there at the end of 06.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was around 6 or 7. It was definitely before deployment.
That douchebag first sergeant was like, "Could you lead soldiers?" It's like, nobody's leading soldiers here. What the fuck are you talking about? They were like banging them and like,
I don't know. Maybe.
that. That was.
I was just I was telling somebody about that unit. I met somebody that was a teacher in D.C. Had been a teacher in D.C. She's come back here to go to school.
Right on.
And I was saying, yeah, I lived in the Washington, D.C. area. Well, Fort Meade, if you know it. I like that place. That was not bad. I got pretty lucky with that duty station.
Yeah, dude, you did. And
yeah, really lucky.
Fort Meade, the area, I would go back out there. I really would.
That's a good place to live. I was ready to set up shop there. It's not the way it went, but
yeah.
I liked it there.
Winters weren't even that bad. You had a few days
that
were sucky, but like, yeah, to have 4 seasons. Summer
That's what I told them. You got 4 seasons. It's like Tennessee in that regard. And now we're talking about weather.
Welcome into these badass Friday night chats, man. That's why this is called the pilot.
Oh my God.
Crashing and burning.
That's how you know how old you are when you start talking about the weather.
Yeah. You're like, not talking about.
Here comes all my neighbors. Everybody's partying outside.
Oh shit.
Everybody except me.
That's
It's going to
cool.
get loud. Yeah, I'm good. I just passed out because of my blood pressure.
Tell them.
Okay.
Hey, tell them to tune in on the video, man.
Yeah, tune in on the video. I don't have any of these people's numbers.
You could have them put it on the TV out in the living room or something like that.
Oh, I'm going to start broadcasting this on a drive-in theater somewhere.
They will.
Like, I ain't got nothing else going on.
They will one day, man. I mean, it is what it is. This is kind of cool.
I'm thinking drive-in theaters are poised to make a comeback.
Be a good time to invest, huh?
Yeah, it would. But now there's no space.
Damn, just 2 people are watching us. That's all good. We don't need no one watching us anyway, man.
Oh, I'm fine with nobody watching. I don't know what the hell we're doing anyway. I keep seeing myself freeze up. I can't tell if I'm freezing up, and then I'm looking down at the phone.
Well,
They're touching my face. There's coronavirus everywhere.
You're watching that back on YouTube.
Well, yeah, I had it going kind of like a monitor just to see if it was freezing up on YouTube as well.
What?
You want some people to watch it? I'll send this thing out.
Well,
you're gonna be sorry. First, let's send it to.
The only reason I let
Rocky
podcast so much is all right. Let me pull that out, and this will work as a monitor. Well, no, I want to keep Facebook up too. All right, now I'm just an idiot. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Also,
that's okay.
Oh, the podcast. Damn, dude. I'm telling you this stuff to the moon.
So I'm gonna give a birthday shout out to Rocky, who I'm texting.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
He's 38 today. I don't even remember what I was doing when I was 38.
Oh, I can tell you what I was doing.
I was in Korea with you.
At 38?
Yep. And you were about to turn 39 because that was in March.
You fucking ripped or what?
Huh?
We're only in our 40s, bro. I think
Yeah. What was that? The last time I went was in '08. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm doing my math wrong. Never
You're
mind.
doing your math.
No.
That's fucking terrible. Holy shit. That's awesome. I was like, wait, I was like 38? 1938?
Like 2 years ago.
Like, where did we just go?
Oh man.
Oh, wow, that's
This
terrible.
is not a good sign.
Oh, dude, well, anybody knows that I'm not ripped right now, that'd be amazing.
Somebody singing downstairs. They're ripped. Anybody that starts singing, they're ripped. If you don't know they're a singer and then they start singing, especially if they're any good.
It's funny watching back. God, there's about a 30-second delay, man. I'm gonna put on my.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. Yeah, I did something to count it.
I'll
Okay, that
text
looks
and,
good. I see the hat. You look like you were almost going to be a sniper, but then you got a profile and then you missed the cutoff, and then
Yeah, but I joined the Texas National Guard, bro.
so then they put you in a paladin.
Rocking it for a long time.
Okay, so 38 was 2 years ago. Okay, and no, I was not
just-
in Korea 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2009.
Yeah.
0809. Yeah.
Yeah.
We only knew each other a couple of years then, dude. And I almost got your career ruined.
That's not true.
That's close. Like you were fucking within moments of missing movement, and that's a fucking felon. Like, especially overseas.
What can I say?
Oh, it wasn't your fault.
I had good NCOs.
I take credit for many things, good and bad, no issues.
That's why I was giving a shout out to Sergeant Abney a while ago, because he
but
definitely could have let
need
me
to give
fall
a
through the
shout out
cracks.
to your brothers, bro. Yeah.
I told him before, I was like,
literally like let you fall through the cracks and
Yep.
left you in fucking Yongsan.
Yep. They would have just written my orders just to be over there, and they would have repurposed me as like some.
No, you had a couch, dude. You would have had the evening show by the time I was done with all that.
You think so? I probably would have got a trash job.
Yeah, it would have been all good, man. Oh yeah, you want some Oreos?
No, I don't buy Oreos. I will have crack in my house before I have Oreos. I shouldn't say that because I don't know what crack is.
I bought dark chocolate.
But I know it's pretty strong. And there's a lot of things I would have in my house before Oreos. I don't trust myself with Oreos. We have diabetes in my family. I can't take any more chances.
Me too. God, dude, if I'm able to raise my son his entire life, we'll be lucky.
His entire life? You're pushing it. Oh, your entire life. Well, you'll be there for all of your life, one way or the other. Now who's ripped?
13 years until he's 18, man. It'll be like yesterday. So we usually, like, when we do a podcast, we talk about something.
Well, I think the problem. No, I promise you, the problem right now is because this culture, this society is so conditioned for television watching and zoning out that as soon as we see a screen, we zone out. Like, oh, the show's going to be funny, or it's not.
Yeah, or it's not. You're right about that, man.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I'm sitting here trying to type. I'm also trying to type people to tell them to tune into this. I have no idea. My dog is here. My dog is here. I don't know why she's choosing tonight to act out. That's not, oh, you know what it is? It's one of two things. Either she doesn't have food or she doesn't have water.
Your dog?
Yeah. Can you riff for 20 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Don't look at my belly when I get up.
I'm actually scrolling through Facebook. I wanted to get some viewers. I don't know why, honestly. This is a good way for Nick and I to actually like spit, you know. Julie Ann. Not bad. It's terrible, I know. Hey, I'm single. I'm completely single. So I was talking to myself today about that, about how and whether you can or can't compliment a woman today. How hard is that to actually compliment or not compliment somebody? It's very weird, man. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I should have broadcast this to Facebook. Fuck, my cat's making noise. Yeah, I have a cat. It wasn't entirely intentional that I got a cat. It just kind of happened. I think she's knocking at the door. Or either my son's waking up in the middle of the night. It's only 11:30. Man, I need some candy. This is a glass that I don't know if Sergeant Thompson got me this or if
Sorry, dude.
Joe.
What are you drinking? Oh, that's the mist with what? Cherry cola?
No, what's the other stuff? Apple. What is that crap?
Apple cola?
Cran apple.
Oh yeah.
Cran apple. So tasty. Makes cranberry juice palatable.
Yeah, you sound like somebody who would say that. I like cranberry juice.
No, it's all right. I just think it's kind of dry, and I think adding the apple in.
I think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to kind of like a cherry. Like
why would anyone like that? Having a dry drink, like dry wine.
Why would people like a lot of things?
It's very true.
You'd be surprised, but people.
When you're watching the video, do you look at yourself more or at me?
I'm not looking at it anymore. I feel like I'm obligated to look at you because I'm having a conversation with you, but I think that's the primate in us. Hey, pussycat. Hey.
What's up, pussycat? Whoa.
I'm doing something right now.
No,
she wasn't wasting my time, by the way. She only whines when she needs something, and if it's in here, it's first to be let outside. Second and third, either she needs food or she needs water. And it's almost always empty. And fourth, if she's just like super bored and wants to play because we didn't go for a walk because it was raining all day, or I'm a piece of crap, whatever. But yeah, and that's usually like at 11. And then she's not whining really. Sometimes she'll whine because she wants to play with something, but usually she just starts biting. She actually broke the skin the other day. That was the first time.
Whoa.
You can't see it, and she didn't do it purposefully. It's like, this has got to be the most shallow puncture. Are you texting people?
I
thought you were taking a picture of yourself.
But I would say you want to get really like messed up in your head right now.
Yeah, there you go. That's me. That's my arm. Brasso.
It's funny, dude. Like
Brasso.
We're going through like Zoom and through YouTube.
Yeah. And back through Zoom
and a phone and like all this stuff, dude. Yeah, like you right when you speak. Oh, now we have two people watching.
It's still me and you, friend. Sorry.
Like you should yell out.
Oh, who else were we going to send this to?
Anybody,
I know who I'll send it to.
Whatever. It would be fun to have some interaction. Like it would be cool if somebody posed the question to us and then we both answer it.
Yeah, you notice whenever we've done the podcast, we don't need that. I'm telling you, the video screws it up.
You might be right, honestly.
How bad is this? We're both in our 40s.
And sitting in a home
look, I'm not joking. When she wants to play, she lets you know.
Oh, you're talking.
She goes and gets the ball and she says, "All right, time to punch in, old school."
He's so fucking sad. Yeah, I'm gonna text a couple of people, man. Let's see.
That should be the first hour, is just texting people and talking smack.
Oh, I was supposed to tell my buddy Eddie. I told my friend Nick.
Yeah, that's me. You already?
I'll see if Russell.
Desperate.
Oh, Natalie? No, I don't think so.
Hey, pretend everybody in the world's hearing this, okay?
I mean, I do, but that's how loose I am with like shit, you know?
Monkey, what do you want? Come on, you know him. I told you I had
I'll let
a
a few
Zoom
people just
call.
find it on their own. Keller. Oh yeah, my Mrs. Keller. I've been trying to get him to be on the podcast for so long. Motherfucker.
What?
I do try to be as G-rated as possible.
What?
Well,
Come here.
probably like PG.
Come on.
Is there what a leap from PG-13 to rated R, right?
PG. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
If
Well, 'cause
there
you know
is,
they have, like,
I don't know about it,
PG,
which means I'm probably missing a lot of
17.
decent movies.
Well, no, I mean like they say from or like NC-17. They
That's
say from
beyond
age
rated
13
R.
to 17 is just like a
Showgirls was rated
grown up.
NC-17. Did you ever
Sure
watch that?
was. Oh yeah, I did a few times.
With the
What happened to her?
fine young actress from
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell. I did not watch Saved by the Bell. I did watch Showgirls though.
I watched Saved by the Bell some, but I never liked it.
Not impressed with
It was
Showgirls.
fucking dumb.
I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be getting in trouble watching this because it's got this badass rating of
Showgirls?
NC-17. I'm like,
Yeah, it wasn't all that. I didn't think so.
when did that come out? Do you remember?
Showgirls?
Here's what texting people. That's hilarious.
I am. I'm just, what's up? Shut up. Okay. All right, Eddie. Oh, Eddie's watching. What's up, Eddie? Uncle Eddie. Eddie's cool. He liked Eddie, dude. I worked with him at the base. Worked with him at the base, down here, the Navy base. And he's just been a cool cat, man. Huge Astros fan. We've been doing some gaming a couple of times through the Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Earth Dad Gaming. I don't know why I'm suddenly into space, just nomenclature or whatever. It's just been a thing lately. Like, I want to make a space channel and take advantage of the YouTube algorithm. Won't that be cool?
Okay.
And I don't know. Earth Dad Gaming.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think people get so hung up on the name. You could be sitting on your own blues rock album with 10 tracks, original tracks, good tracks.
Could be.
And it just gets stuck on the shelf because I just don't like the name of that band. That band name doesn't sound good.
Eddie from National Lampoons. Yeah, cousin Eddie. So yeah, Eddie's cool as hell, man. He also has a lot of badass podcasting equipment and stuff. He was doing I guess over the last year or two, he was doing some podcasting, and so it's a cool cat, man. We dig him. Eddie, if you want to join the Zoom, you're welcome to.
Can you add people?
Yeah, but you just have to. I have it set right now with a password. You can open it up. I don't know how you can once we're already going.
Okay.
I don't know. There might be a way.
I wasn't sure how that
the
worked.
Password is
You would think I'd know
JoeMama99.
more about this.
You got the password, right?
I guess I did because I'm on here, but I don't remember it.
You don't remember it? I thought it was memorable.
Is it Pole Smoke?
I don't say Pole Smoke. I look like right now that I would say Pole Smoke. I am Pole Smoke.
Can you hear this? That's something that just popped up on me. Sorry. Oh, it's still going. Never mind.
We're just kind of yapping, Eddie. And I was thinking if people got on and started actually watching, they could ask questions.
Are you talking to someone now? Should I be able to see that?
Yeah, on the on the YouTube channel.
I should like and subscribe.
You should. Hey, like this video, guys. So, yeah, I was just thinking if we started be able to
before we get started,
and if people from the audience were like, "Hey, do you guys have pi memorized?" I could just be like, "No," but sorry, I'm fucking ripped, man. Should chat back with your fans. What's up, Guys, Eddie, are you still are you gaming right now? Are you on? You're on here, so probably not, huh?
Oh, that's who you do Twitch with? How is that
Yeah.
working out?
Fucking rich, bro. Look,
Nice.
I'm loaded. It's been like 2 weeks and already a multi-zero air. That is a dad joke. Is Luna whining?
Can you hear her?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Does she
There's
need to go
fish
out? What's wrong?
in the kitchen. There's salmon. It's probably pretty good food, but
Oh, and she actually wants the salmon?
yeah, but she's like, oh, here we go.
It's all awkward.
I wish I could blame this on the full moon.
Well, now it's kind of full moon.
I had her out since like noon
While you're
today.
watching.
She should be done. I should give her a shower. She always goes to bed after a shower. She feels like, I don't know, she looks really fragile whenever that's done. So
Russ is on Fortnite. Hey, my lighting, not bad. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, why would we want anyone to watch this, by the way?
oh, I don't know. It can only get better. Huh? No, it's in the fridge. No, it's all in the fridge. Everything's just put up. Hey, you know what I've been listening to recently is that it's Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't think of the name. Blow Up the Outside? Is that what it's called?
Blow up the outside?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah. I know. Hang on.
I can already see why you need like a producer on the side looking all this stuff up because you look like an asshole
Jamie.
looking down at
Hey,
your
Jamie, pull up.
phone. What was it? What was the song Chris Cornell? And you just do like that. Look off to the side. But even when you look off to the side, you're looking directly into the camera.
Outshined?
No. Blow Up the Outside World. Something like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was the actual name of the song because I'm.
Uh-huh. Oh, you should be doing a radio show. You smell like a lot of perfume, by the way, or cologne. Look, every time she keeps trying to hug me. All right.
Can you hear the music? Can you hear the music?
No.
Okay, it's in my headphones, so I wonder how I'd share that.
No, that's not how it works, because I'm not in your head.
That was excellent, dude. That was very excellent. So we should maybe have a subject to talk about.
No, let's. No, I was talking about. So weirdly, so I know that song, and I know I like that song.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Soundgarden guy. I've seen him once.
That's really crazy. You saw Soundgarden live?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man.
That was at a. I saw that. What is that?
Lime tree right out here.
Oh, it's a mandarin.
No, that's a long.
No, it's green. That's why you're saying that. But wait till they
Bite into it, tastes just like a lime.
I may do that later if we don't get enough ratings. But no, they turn into mandarins. They're not super sweet. They're a little dry. But if you have a sophisticated palate.
If it is a lime tree, though, I don't have to buy that shit from HEB anymore for that Corona.
But it is a mandarin tree, and you won't have to buy that from HEB. But they're not very good mandarins. Just sprinkle some saccharin on it, or dip them in honey. I don't know that song by the lyrics. I just know the melody in my head. But I've been stuck on it for like days, and then you told me about an unfortunate thing that we don't have to talk about if you don't want to. But just so happened when you were telling me that this morning, I think, right?
Yeah.
Last night was the first time I think I'd ever read those lyrics, and I'm like,
wow.
It's not necessarily along the same vein, but definitely from my point of view, like just being in some of those places mentally before, I was like,
yeah, it's
oh man,
song, huh?
Maybe I didn't like the song because of the music. Maybe I liked it because of what it was saying. I just never paid attention to what it was saying.
I gotta say, I really agree because I hear music a whole different way in the last few years. Probably really the last, few years. I've started to hear songs more, like what they mean versus just hearing them. For the longest time, I never listened to the lyrics in music. I just listened to the music, and I would like that, but I was totally tone deaf with the lyrics. But the last few years, I hear it more. It resonates. It's weird, but maybe that lines up, man. Where a lot of artists, they hit their biggest stride of success in their 30s and 40s. Tons of people, you know. Maybe because you reach almost a peak maturity level in life.
Yeah.
And then from here on out, when you start aging more, you start getting more immature again. Because you can definitely, as like a 75-year-old man, grab a random woman's ass and play stupid about it, you know? Hey! Her ass moved into my hand. Did I sound like an old man? Not,
You sound like the pervert from...
Oh, Fell on Black Days, man. That was another one that struck me hard. Especially in my late...
That's one I knew. That's a song I knew. This one, I don't know why I liked it. I just know I liked the melody because it was like super dumb and like rainy day. I don't know. But I started reading. I was like, man, he was a much better songwriter than the songs I know. Because I know like Spoon Man. That was the song that kind of...
They put them on the map, but I hated that song. I've always hated it. Spoon Man. That was fucking terrible. Chris Cornell was still your girl. Yeah, and a piece of rope. Sorry. That's too soon. I don't know. Hey, I
didn't hear you. It was my internet connection is...
Oh, well, that's good. It's probably for the best. No, I was gonna say, on that note with Suicide Man was like, that goes to that, dude. Okay, would you have ever expected Chris Cornell to kill himself?
I didn't see it coming.
Kurt Cobain, even.
Honestly, no. I think like in hindsight, I can kind of go back and say, well, I guess if your path was that, what do you call it, erratic? Yeah. And I never knew the guy personally. Obviously, I've never even been to the city where he got famous. Him and the band Nirvana. But if it was,
is that you?
If it was, if his lifestyle was the way that the documentaries paint it, all right, maybe I could see it. And then because of the affiliation, then I guess, yeah, anybody else. Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots, what did he die from? Overdose. Heroin overdose? Huh?
Do you have an alarm? Hang on.
No.
Well, watching myself replay back on YouTube. Good God. Terrible. It's just, you look so stupid when you're like, yeah, man. When on my alarm panel, like some of the sensors in my house are need new batteries, so it'll start playing this dumb fucking alarm going, whoa, 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 whoa. I heard that like 2 or 3 times, man. Like just a minute ago. But now I'm not hearing it, so great. That's strong. You're absolutely right, Russ. Yeah, of course, Cornell. Are you looking at the YouTube, Nick?
No, I'm not.
Well, if you do, that's oh wow, you just cut out hardcore, bro. Are you still there? I gotta go back to the source monitor. Yeah, you're there. Okay. You cut out. Are you frozen? Hey, wave like you're drowning. Like it just don't care.
It runs its course. And you...
Hey, wait, pause. You were like cut out for like 10 or 15 seconds, man. So you just gave me life.
We're probably not missing anything.
Oh shit!
I was just thinking. I came back to like the YouTube feed, and we were like frozen with stupid faces, like a bad picture.
That's awesome.
And I was saying, like, that's one of my fears is that's the way you.
That's the way you die.
That's the last face you make. So imagine just getting hit by a truck. I don't know. You're doing something obviously like manly.
Yeah.
Like you're bow hunting grizzly bears on Kodiak Island,
Yeah.
And you take one down, but like you wound them, you don't kill them like immediately, so you're chasing them because obviously that's what you would do in that situation if you're a man. And you're running across like the ice sheet. I don't know. You're running across the ice in a fucking. Did I just say that? I guess we're saying that now. So.
What I wish I could share an audio file. That'd be cool, man.
Like a snow, like a. What are you gonna play? Like some. You seem like you like
Soundgarden.
Godsmack.
Oh, I met that guy. I met Soli Cerna and a.
Oh, by the way, let me plug this. I think it's April 22nd, which is probably a Sunday.
Do I do Photoshop? Oh, Lindsay sent me that. Wait. What,
you do whatever you want.
Wait, hold up. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's Smith. Okay. Farmer.
This dog knows there's fish in the fridge with her name on it, and she's not going to shut up.
Oh, yeah, she's letting you know, man. What were you saying about the date? Do I Photoshop? Do you do Photoshop?
I didn't say Photoshop. I said August 22nd.
Yeah.
I think it's August 22nd.
Oh, what is August 22nd?
Lamb of God is coming. And Megadeth.
Oh.
Megadeth is obviously the more established band, so I guess we got to give them props. But I was never really into Megadeth. I have no problem with them. They're just not my music.
Oh, wait, sorry. Metallica.
All those Symphony of Destruction. Not that anybody's asking.
But you like some heavy shit, dude.
Yeah, I do, but Megadeth is not as heavy as what I... Well, like Lamb of God to me is like a heavier band. Okay.
Wow.
Just going to put her in a bathtub.
Are you?
No.
You put your dog in the bathtub?
Hey, Luna. That's
crazy, man.
We had a 20-minute conversation in the car. I told you I had something to do tonight. Okay? You've had leftover brisket. You've had raw fish.
If anybody wanted to join this, that's cool. But, I mean, we're cool. We're just chatting. We're bullshitting. If somebody wants on the YouTube, if you want to pose a question, just say hi. Ask us what the fuck we're talking about. Why are we talking? What are we doing? Basically,
hey,
like I've done a podcast for a little while off and on. Nick's been on a few times. Nick Hernandez here. He's one of my best boys. And
I'm going to find another dog.
But we just wanted to get on here and chat. But we were saying how we record together on the podcast. It's like it's easier to BS, you know?
I'm telling you, it's because of the video. The video messes it up. Video messes everything up. In fact, the link to the song that I sent, I don't think I sent it to you, but I told you the song already. But anytime I've sent the link to anybody, it does not have the MTV music video. It's just the album cover.
That's weird.
And then listen to the song. Don't watch the video because the video screws it up. That's probably why I never knew what the song was about.
Well, like
video screws everything
Black Hole Sun. Yeah, Black Hole Sun's video is all.
That's another thing. Yeah, or Spoon Man. I was like, it was already cool. Just do it. You know.
I always like
that could
videos.
have been just like a live vibe video if they had to do anything.
Well, yeah, it's always like those like rock music videos where it was just the band playing versus acting something out.
Tell me a rock music video that you have liked, or the first one that you liked.
Wow.
That you still like. Like for me, it would be One because it's so like stripped down. The
sugar on me.
Say what?
Pour some sugar.
Oh my God! I remember the first time I saw that video.
Well,
I can tell you exactly the address where I was. Huh?
Some of it was from an Astrodome concert.
I didn't know that.
I know that. Yeah, I don't know why I know that. I looked it up.
I'm Googling it. I'm gonna keep my phone. I'm gonna take the case off that I got from Old Navy or wherever I got it. Big Lots.
Old Navy.
Because I had to get a case, man. These phones are too expensive.
Hey, I was gonna try to sell you on the fact that I looked that up in like 1988.
You didn't look it up, Queen. Come on, man. There's 24 hours a day you can be like
Look
this.
that up,
You're gonna
bro.
do this right now.
Go to the library and check out an encyclopedia that was post that year that actually covered that video. Is that how you looked it up? I think that I
how
saw
did you
there's
do
like
that?
a clip. Yeah.
Did you go to the library and look it up on microfiche?
Exactly. Oh God.
Oh, here we go.
I'm laughing way too much.
No, that's good.
Well, it's good for some.
Hey, you know what would be funny though? Honestly, because I've been I'm not bragging about this, but I've
No,
had a couple nights in the last
Jeremy.
week or two where I've been up till I was up till this when the sun came up. That is not good. That's no bueno.
That's
It makes
really
it so hard to get up the next day.
yeah. Russ, Jeremy is a good one. My Own Summer, I don't remember that. Smells Like Teen Spirit. He's listing off videos that he actually really liked. Jeremy does stick out in my head quite a bit.
It's a good song. It was not a good video though.
No, that's you. Your question was, is there a video you actually like?
You like
I
that
thought it
video?
was a good video. No, I thought I did like the video.
I think the song carried the video because that was a trash video. It's not a bad video. It's just not. It's like the song is like a 10.
It was very.
And let's
it was
make
on
10 the
nose.
maximum. That's as high as you can go. Don't call it
Yeah.
an 11.
It was
The
very
song
on
is a
the
10. The video is maybe a 7 if it just struck a chord
Hey,
with you. But
and
it's probably
Russell-
more like a
Russell's,
5 or 6.
Russell's a photo and video guy too, man. You guys could argue art and shit.
Because that song is Jeremy and Black. I would say probably most of that album, a lot of that album, including a lot of that album that never got played on the radio, like some of the little interludes. That song is like all max.
You say summer what?
Some of what?
Some of the
Some of
interludes?
who?
All right. You said some of the interludes. Is that what you said? Interludes to what?
On 10
Oh, wait.
on
on 10?
on the Pearl Jam album.
Ooh,
Like,
wow. Yeah. I haven't listened to that whole album in a long time.
Oceans and whatever the
Great
intro
song,
song
dude.
is.
Yeah.
Like Oceans is like all of a minute and 30 seconds or a minute and 45 seconds or something
my
like
favorite
that.
songs.
It's very, very short, but it's
Deftones.
so
Okay. Deftones.
grandiose. It's crazy. And they made. I liked the next album, but that's because, like you have a good first date and you go on a second date, of course the expectation is high. So
But it's, you're like, yeah, well, we've got a second date going on. And because you have to be a little bit better than the first. You impressed her enough to get the second date. Now you got to sustain. And
you're not going to do that, by the way.
You don't want to blow your wad on the second date.
You're not going to sustain.
You think you're going to go downhill or you're going to try to really impress still?
It's going to I'm going to end up eating the salmon in front of her just to let her know.
Russell also said, My Own Summer by the Deftones.
Hey,
the Deftones.
Stop.
I only knew some of the,
I'm trying to get you on dog food commercials, man. You are wrecking everything.
But Jeremy, yeah, Alive.
The whole album, the whole thing, the whole album booklet folded out into a poster. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
With everybody, Amit and Gassard and
all up there. Put it up for a chat.
Huh?
See what Luna's got to say.
She was up here. She was sniffing everything.
Yeah, bring her up, man. Let her show it to the world.
Here.
Oh, there's Luna girl. That's Luna for you. Hey, Russell, how's my lighting? I intentionally am doing like a side shot because I don't want it so forward and then it's gleaming. It's pretty bright. It's brighter
every time
than
I give her a
was.
bath. Every time.
Do the Evolution, hands down, favorite music video.
You find a dead lizard to roll around in.
What do you think
There
about
she
that?
goes.
Yeah,
There
that is
she
actually
goes.
really
Typical.
good. Do the Evolution, that Pearl Jam video. Remember that?
Which one?
Cartoonish. Do the Evolution. It's
That's
Evolution.
a good video?
Baby.
I don't know. That's going to be really hard to say, oh, that was a good video.
Do you remember it? You don't?
I don't think so, no.
We're going to have to look it up now.
Is this someone? Oh, this is a nice beard. Is that his beard?
Evolution, baby.
This is your friend William?
Yeah, well, his name's Russell.
Okay. Well, why the two names? I have to ask.
It's also kind of a trip, bro. I don't know why the two names. Is that we're watching each other like we're talking on Zoom and it's real time. I mean, I would say the most minutia of milliseconds is my lips moving from what I'm hearing on my own ears, right? And then you look at the YouTube, and when someone says hello or they answer a question or whatever, it's like 30 seconds later or beyond.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds. Well, the time I timed it was 30 seconds.
So now our conversation's kind of changed, right? So then when someone
that's what I'm telling you. You got to stop looking at that stuff. You have to.
But you want to interact, you know, and if you invite somebody, which
Yeah,
you
well,
can
just look at the
invite,
YouTube comments. Just
you
put
can
a
invite
piece
to
of
the
black
chat.
tape. There she goes. There's okay. Now I'm watching
You
on
can
YouTube.
invite people through. It's pretty harsh. Yeah, it is pretty harsh. Evolution, baby. I love that song, man.
It's pretty harsh. What does that mean? It's pretty harsh. I was gonna say he has a. I can't. There's no way to click on this picture. Maybe
I
there
don't
is,
know what
and I
his
just don't
picture
know.
is.
But
He's
he
on
has a
my
Taliban
Facebook.
beard.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. He's a ex-Marine.
That's
So
what my.
I met him through working at Driscoll at the Children's Hospital.
Oh.
He was contracted to do some photos, and I just went down to check it out, whatever. And he just seemed like a cool cat, man. I think I got his card, and then I saw him on Facebook one time, like cussing out a MAGA or something like that, you know. And I was like,
Not good.
hey, I was like, that guy's all right, man.
You
Check
got to
him
be
out.
careful.
So I think it's kind of how we got to know each other. Russell's middle name.
Russell's his middle name, I think.
I think it is. Yeah.
According to my YouTube research that he just
but so
submitted.
okay, so with that, so we just read that when it popped up, and now we talk about it. So now 30 seconds later, he's going to hear us talking about when his comment popped up 30 seconds ago. So is that Back to the Future, or are we pushing into their future with that?
What you're doing is you're using your little ape brain to try and figure out time and space, and it's not going to happen. Because you do like this, like right here. And that already exists in middle name Russell's world.
So Russell right now,
but it hasn't gotten to his dimension
poop.
yet. Look at this.
Is that
Look
Argentina?
at this. Are you serious?
What? Hello, Argentina. When are we going down there?
Hmm?
When are we going down there?
Summer, apparently, because winter sounds like it sucks. Well, no, actually, summer sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, man, below the equator. But like right now, we're below the equator. No, we're not. We're just.
It's not how it works.
I know.
Actually, why are we above the equator? Hmm?
Well, true, because
what are you, an imperialist?
They told us that was north and that's south all this time.
Do you think that? Well, what makes the south on the top? Maybe we're on the bottom.
Yeah, who fucking put the 0 degree up top?
The queen did.
How about that?
And then we got rid of the queen, and we also apparently got rid of the metric system and everything else that made any sense.
That's wild when you think about it.
If this country wasn't so good, it would be ridiculous. Can you imagine this being a country like?
We're the only ones, dude. We're such oh my
pick
God.
any place in the world: Latin America, Africa, the Middle East, Asia. I don't know if any of those words are racist anymore, but just put it on my freaking tab.
The only fucking one.
Can you imagine if some country in like Lagos said, "Yeah, we're going to come up with our own measuring system," like, okay, and everybody else is on metric, and they're just going to come up with their own. Yeah, we're going to use 12 of these to the top of a thoroughbred horse.
You know what?
That's a meter, or that's a yard, or whatever. That's 2 yards. I don't know how they came up with that.
How long was it until they ditched the metric system?
Until they what?
Like when they ditched the metric system in the colonial days, how long?
I think it burned everything. I think that's why we don't drink tea. What's wrong with tea? Nothing's wrong with it. We just had a bad episode at the Boston Tea Party, and we're like, you know what?
So
if you drink this shit, you're a terrorist.
I got Chinese tea, man, and
well, now you're definitely a terrorist and a communist. Like, you can't do anything anymore.
I'm racist as fuck.
You can't do anything.
It's terrible.
Yet somehow, and I don't think it's on accident. I do think it's a lot of money. Somehow it manages to work.
How come progressives are fucking regressive?
Tell me this though, before I answer that. How do you spell how come? Because I had a hard time with that growing up.
How come? HOW space COME, or is it one word?
Okay, 2 words. Yeah, I thought it was 1 word, and then when I realized it wasn't, I was like, okay, Santa.
Because they say.
And now, how come? And what else am I being lied to about? So.
No, canal. It's canal. 1205. It's now Saturday morning chats, bro. So, Argentina. I've always been interested in the southernmost part of South America. Like I've always been interested in the Falkland Islands.
The what islands?
The Falkland Islands.
The Fuking. The Fuking Islands.
Yeah, the fucking islands. But I've always been interested in those two islands. Oh, now I'm talking to myself. So I'll just tell you guys. So for the longest, because they warred together. They had a civil war, and it kind of broke apart that country. But right at the tip of South America, it's just beautiful, and I highly recommend just get on Google Maps and explore. I do it all the time. It's like my second hobby. Is he murdering her? He's cool all the time, isn't he? He's a cool cat. I feel like my glasses look like safety goggles. So anyway, this is kind of the opening drive. Have you ever been there? Mabel. Have you ever been there? I'd like to go really badly. I just in general, getting down to like the southern tip of the Americas, I think is something pretty awesome. Have I ever been to Latin America? No, I have not been to Latin America. I was supposed to go to Nicaragua, not Nicaragua. That's somewhere I really want to visit though. For the longest, I wanted to retire, live there, live out my life there. That's Central America, obviously, but Nicaragua. What am I thinking of? Belize. I was supposed to go to Belize in June. That obviously did not happen. So now I'm going to Orlando in October instead. Hopefully, we'll see. To the Falkland Islands. Yeah. Well, I know it's still like a pretty good trip from the eastern coast of what is Brazil, right? I'm looking at a map because I don't like to be stupid. But I think is it still almost like 1,000 miles? I might sound entirely crazy. Maybe like a few hundred, but I know it's a pretty good distance to fly. So they obviously have a small airport, I'm sure, but how is the weather? Well, right now it's like cool, right? And then winter comes. So anybody that doesn't know, she's in Argentina. Russell is in Corpus Christi, where I'm at. Nick is in Houston, and this is the opening drive. Normally I do a podcast, but I'm trying to do some more video interviews. This was more for fun on a Friday night. That was the big deal there. You're all good. Eddie, recap. Oh, good Lord, man. Imagine trying that.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? The last 15 minutes? Just kidding.
We were talking about going to the Falkland Islands.
Fuking.
Yeah.
The Fuking Islands.
What I was curious about, so right now in Argentina, it's cold. Okay, but not that cold. I'm just curious if it gets humid like it does here.
If it gets what?
Like really humid like it does in the coastline here.
Apparently it does. Apparently it gets in the 90s, and it gets like 90% humidity, like here. So.
Yeah, it's not a permanent. How is the Yucatan?
How's the Yucatan?
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Or anybody that answers.
Is that racist? God, I hate this. I hate everything right now. The Yucatan is great. I mean, you've got.
Actually, God damn it, I have been to Nebraska.
You have.
I have, man. Oh wow. Summer's humid. All right. Why do I get to lean in? Oh well, it's kind of far from me. I wanted to bring it closer. I actually have this elevated up, like a desk on top of another desk kind of.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, I like it, man. I like doing it for my room too, but I just want to get my lighting a little more even.
She's licking a bowl of salmon, whatever.
Luna was?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Luna is. Is present participle for anybody watching and learning English by our podcast. Was is past present.
Good for you.
I don't know that that's true.
Uh,
I don't know
I
that
just
that's
thought maybe
true,
you were teaching
and I
G.
don't know that it matters. Yeah.
It doesn't matter until your boss, who pays you generously, pulls you into their office to explain you the difference because in your writing you used the wrong rule, and then they tell you how they pay you very well not to make those mistakes. Then you say, "Fuck, this matters." Like, fuck, that's why they're the
Jason, who
boss.
hurt you?
So many, Nick. There's so many on the list.
Well,
I don't know if I should get more beef jerky, another drink, eat some more Oreos, or get some candy. It's 12 o'clock.
any of those things. Just walk away and follow the spirit.
Well, I hope he doesn't get up. I mean, that kid gets up every night and comes and gets in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I got to break him of that. So moving on to parenting and fatherhood, man, is
My God.
the subject of the day. It's a Saturday. What time is it in Argentina?
Plus 2 hours.
Okay. Shit, no shit.
Why would I lie to you?
I normally don't laugh this much, people. Just
I don't think I've ever lied to you about anything, actually. Now that I'm thinking about that.
Dude, that's
well, there
badass.
was that one time. Huh?
Shit.
You said I have? No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
You sound like a bizarre person, man. Hey, we got 6 people watching. Hey, what's up, 6 people? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us on a Friday night. This is the opening drive, which is my podcast, and I bogarted this. We probably could have come up with something new, Nick and Jason Friday night chats, over 40-year-old club that stays home on a Friday night.
If you don't stay home on a Friday night, you're missing out. You have no idea.
You are missing out on a shitty fucking night and probably getting puked on, trying not to get in a fight with some doucher. What else?
And you're too drunk to remember any of it. So in the morning when everybody reminds you why you have like a fucking a little
2:11 in the morning, but it's 2:12 here. Oh shit. Maybe I didn't see that for a while, huh? Because now
It's not 2:12, it's 12:12.
Yeah, you're right. Well, in her country, here it's 2:13. So is it 2:13 now, or 2:13 when she sees this?
What are you talking about? This minute?
Shaka. Yeah. We gotta have a topic of conversation, dude. I wonder if anyone.
I gotta stop chewing gum. I'm looking at this on YouTube now. I'm like, oh my god, it looks like a goat.
You look like a goat?
It looks like a goat chewing like I don't know whatever goats chew.
Grass, I guess.
Oh my
Maybe
god. And all this face touching. There's so much coronavirus in the air right now.
I touch my face a lot. Maybe.
Touching. Oh, but I don't like this. All right, so I'm looking at a front-facing camera, and the yellow light is on. It's on this side, but for me, it's on this side over here. When I'm looking at it, it's opposite.
Oh, on YouTube, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. That's weird because now if it said cow, it would say walk. I don't like it being backwards. I don't. Why would the front-facing camera have everything inverted or reversed?
Well,
that's not.
But on Zoom it doesn't. Only on.
No, on Zoom it's fine, but I'm using the front-facing camera on Apple, and I suppose Apple is getting their talons in the meat of capitalism and deciding how things are going to go, whether it makes sense or not.
Dude, can you imagine that everything we're in right now is just based off an algorithm that's just been introduced?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I can.
Because they talk about that, oh man, in Westworld. Did you watch Westworld on HBO?
I watched the first, how many episodes is the first season? Like 10?
Oh, I
9?
don't know. Sure.
I watched at least half of it.
Season 3. Okay. Well, I don't want to fuck it up for you or anybody else that hasn't watched it all, but that's the arc we're going toward, is that obviously they're robots and they're developing robots. Their AI is really strong, but they're developing all the time. But we're going towards, AI taking over everything. I mean, that's obviously going to be the plight. It's not over entirely, though, I don't think. They just finished season 3. The guy from Breaking Bad, Jesse, that actor, he's in season 3. So it's kind of weird to see him as that because he's kind of physically typecast just by the looks on his face, the remarks, his voice, his attitude. I don't know if he's honestly a very dynamic actor versus he's a really good actor and that meets his personality type.
Mm-hmm.
But playing somebody like, as odd as it might sound, I was gonna say Hugh Hefner, but that's fucking dumb. That guy's he's always a British rom-com guy.
Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner, not him. Hugh. God, what's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
Guy got caught with a hooker.
Well, I don't know that, but I know who you're talking
What
about.
was that?
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, me. I just fell into this.
Yeah.
Sound like a drunk leprechaun. Not an Englishman.
Careful.
My background's English. I've learned that definitively lately.
Yeah, but
Through DNA.
leprechauns are Irish, so you might be towing the line there.
I really like you too. I like Coldplay also. So
you were asking me about that the other day. I don't know what's wrong with Coldplay. I don't know what's wrong with
because
with
of the
Nickelback.
movie. All because of 40-Year-Old Virgin. When they say, you know how I know you're gay because you listen to Coldplay. That they were done after that.
No way.
Ruined.
There's no way that the whole thing was based off of that.
Everyone started making fun of
that
it.
Was like Seth Rogen.
Hey, how you like?
Oh, you know how I know you're gay?
Yeah.
You can't even say that anymore. First of all, that shows you how
Seth Rogen
shallow it is.
No, he's not.
But also, Seth Rogen listens to Coldplay. Of course you do. Everybody listens to Yellow or The Doctor or
then,
Speed of Sound.
Yeah, the third album was really good. It had a lot of good songs. I don't know if it was the third or fourth or fifth, but the one Clocks.
Yeah.
The seat I'm sitting on sucks, man. My ass is numb.
In 2000, what was it? 2001, 2000. In 2000, Hurricane or Tropical Depression Allison came through Houston. That's the one that flooded everything. That's the one that let everybody know, hey, idiots, stop building everything with slab concrete. Because
Harvey?
we need somewhere for the water to go. Lo and behold, now everything, if you buy a house sitting on half an acre of grass, and it's like, what do you call it, with crawl space underneath, like it's built up on the posts, it's still gonna have, they're just gonna tear that house down, or they'll lift it up and they'll sell it, and they'll take it to the valley or somewhere, and then they're gonna put like 8 houses on that half an acre of property.
Oh, that's so
and it's all slab, and it's all going to flood, and it's all going to contribute to the flooding. They've known that since 2000. So 2001 happened September 11th, the terrorist thing. And
dude,
so
we're
probably like April. I think it was April 10th, 2001. I think it was the same year. Actually, it might have been the year before. Either way, they knew we had a flooding problem, and we're only always going to have a flooding problem because regardless of what you think about global warming and climate change, the fact of the matter is it's on the rise. There's no way to get around that. And maybe it's because it was predicted in the book of Revelation, and maybe it's just because people are, killing their babies. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is the water is going up. So you have to,
that just distorted.
You've got to address that at some point. You what? Huh?
It distorted a little bit at the end there. You were making such a good point. It was like
I thought you were looking something up. Sorry.
No. Oh God, dang it, man! Technology will.
Anyways, my point being,
AI.
I'd like to check out some more. I almost tripped that whole fucking fifth.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Is that
she will, because she's been whining like that all night.
Is she gonna blow all the way back to Brian's house?
No.
Where are those guys? Where are those guys from? They from Oklahoma? Feel like they're from Oklahoma, boy. I think you muted me. You muted me so that. Yeah, he did. So they can't hear me ask these dumbass questions. So anyway, we're just trying this Friday night chats. Thanks for tuning in, checking us out. No direction really. I just this is one of the guys I can talk to and chat with easiest out of anybody. And this probably this world, honestly. And just wanted to see what we could chat about tonight. See if anyone wants to join in, chime in, enjoy it. Check it out. That's about it. So if you guys would like to ask questions, good questions, dumb questions, whatever, please do. Feel free. Not gonna lie, I like the idea of having some content. I do a podcast on a regular basis for the most part, and this year you'd think you'd actually have a lot to talk about, but you really don't. It's the same thing over and over again. It gets old, you know. So what is there to talk about? Everything's so toxic and hard to talk about. It just makes it difficult. You can't talk about police brutality. You can't talk about racism. You can't talk about the Oscars. There's so much that you just can't talk about without people getting angry and pissed off. So what is there to talk about? This, I guess, is the time when you talk to each other and not talk about things, but discussing stuff that affects your life directly isn't it so much better than just everything that's blown down your throat on the news, and you feel like you have to talk about it sometimes. You feel like you should talk about stuff with our shitty president. You feel like you should talk about stuff with like the oil field. I don't know. I mean, it's just everything's so toxic is what it feels like. And I think that people feel like they have to talk about this stuff. I'm like, why? Why do you have to talk about coronavirus every single day? Honestly, did people in the polio days talk about having polio and everyone else? Hey, I hear that they're chopping off legs now, like every other day. It's very scary. Like, was that a thing? And so now we're like, hey, did you? Sorry, that's so dumb. But I'm just saying, like, now with like masks, for example, if you even doubt for a second that wearing a mask will help catch something, people will label you and they'll smash you. And then on the opposite end, with those same people, and you're like, hey, no, like wearing a mask will at least help you out some. It'll filter out something. They're gonna smash you. You're always gonna have somebody trying to smash you for some reason. Isn't that shit gets old, man? So
what it is it's not democratic. And that's the whole thing. It's like everybody should be able to sit in a room. Like if you sat in a room with your family and had a hard conversation about what are we going to do with so-and-so's remains, or how are we going to handle so-and-so's addiction, or, you know, we grew up in this sort of environment, but this person made a choice that's outside of that dogma, whether that be like a tattoo or where to go to school or an abortion or whatever. Those are hard conversations to have, and people don't have those conversations anymore. They really don't. A lot of them are kind of pre-scripted. So you're like, okay, I'm going to call, I'm going to say hi, I'm going to say this, I'm going to eliminate that part of, you know, yeah, I went out last night with some friends. I'm not going to mention the fact that I stayed up till like 5 a.m., you know, doing heroin off of a fucking grizzly bear's tits, right? You're going to leave that part out, but you'll say, yeah, I just went out with some friends. We go to school together, whatever. So you kind of curate the information that you give to everybody. But eventually, at some point, you have to have like hard conversations with people like in your family, people you're really accountable to, not necessarily because you see them on a daily basis, but you've seen them more than anybody else in your life. I don't think people are used to that, because I think a lot of, well, you were mentioning like fatherhood earlier, not to say anything about fatherhood necessarily or people that I know specifically, but I do know that the outlet is there, that if you're like, I don't want to deal with this, I'm just going to let them play on their tablet more, let them play on their phone more. And it becomes less of my problem and more of like, let somebody else babysit them. And so,
She wants to see your light out.
Do you ever just, man, this is one of those moments when you scroll through Facebook and you just think, why am I on this crap? But then going back to today, when I learned that a mentor of mine, someone I really admired in the Army, I found out today that he committed suicide sometime earlier this week. I found that out through another old Army friend, and it hit me. It was like 1,000 pounds of bricks on my chest, and mostly because, and Nick and I were talking before we did this tonight, just with suicide, it's always people you least suspect. It's not people who give you all these signals and signs that they're suicidal or depressed. They might think about it. Usually people that give you warning signs ahead of time, or they make an attempt that isn't successful, that's completely intentional. And the people who do commit suicide, you never suspect. They're $1,000 all the time. They're golden. They're strong people. They're smart. They're successful. Then just out of the blue, they commit suicide, like we were talking earlier with Chris Cornell. And you're thinking, what was so demonic and dark in their life to push them down this long, dark hallway and then actually find a closed door at the end of it? What was so bad in their life because their life seemed good? And you just don't know. They don't leave notes. People who leave notes typically have already left plenty of notes beforehand. Even when I was in the Army and all the training I had to go through to help with suicide prevention, I think the moniker suicide prevention it's fucking ignorant, It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to prevent somebody from committing suicide. You're just not. If their mind's set on it, they're going to do it. And that goes back to the fact that you're not going to know a lot of times that somebody has these intentions until it's too late. Usually when they've given you a lot of signals, it's on purpose. They're wanting to tell you because they want help. They want you to help them. And that's hard, man. So anyway, yeah, so they found out this guy committed suicide, and I was just like, wow. It was a little rough this morning, thinking about him and just all the leadership he provided me as a man and a NCO in the Army, a senior NCO who had my own soldiers, and sometimes I had to deal with dilemmas. I call him in a heartbeat, and he was just a solid dude. So Nick looks like he's having a party. It seems weird for me to be talking about this, and he looks like he's having a party, having all happy and shit. I'm talking about suicide. I'm just kidding. I don't think like that. But he's about to keep carrying things because I got to go get a drink. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but if anybody, I mean, honestly, I invite you guys too, if y'all want to join us on the Zoom call. I'll just, I guess, I don't know, give you my email. I can make it open to the public, possibly, but that's always fun. But it's 12:30 here, 2:30 in the morning in Argentina. It's 12:30 at Russell's house. Well, Eddie, it's 12:30. Just letting you know. And by the way, Eddie, I'll game with you tomorrow night. We'll do that. So I'm military retired, man. I can do predominantly whatever I want for the most part. I don't need a real job. I'd like to have a real job at some point, but a job I want.
Jesus, is that not on? Oh my God.
No, it hasn't been on. So it just was on. Did you think it was on all this time? And
no, but like for like the last 5 minutes or so, or 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, I was riffing so long. I thought you were just talking to them.
I heard you riffing. I was contributing too, but I was like,
oh, I didn't hear a fucking thing you said. You're like, dick, this guy's not even answering me, man. What's the point of this if you're going to be so rude?
I'm not rude.
Because your mic wasn't on.
Poorly aligned.
Are you looking at YouTube right now?
It's on, yeah. It's the part where I'm looking this way.
The comments. So I don't know, man. Like, this would be okay, I guess, to do something like this. Oh, I'm messing up my studio. Yeah. Now you can tell I'm not in a studio.
What you need is a backdrop, which I already have one for you. I just have to have it painted.
Oh shit! For real?
Yeah.
Is it gonna say the opening drive or the opening?
Yeah, with Bogey's face upside down. I like that picture, man. That's a good picture of Bogey, and Bogey
favorite
was a
pictures
good
of him,
dog.
dude.
He was a long haul. What?
He
How
showed
old
us,
was that dog?
personality.
14 years?
I think it was something like that, 14 or 15.
Shit, dude,
That was
that's a
about
long time, man.
Sky was about that age too.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
I know
crazy.
both those dogs, dude. They lived a long time, and like, that's losing a family member, really. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely losing a family
God.
member.
We're playing Fortnite. Yeah, let's play Fortnite tomorrow night. Let's Twitch it up.
I don't play Fortnite. I'll definitely watch.
I
Is
ain't
there a way I
talking
can
to you
contribute
anyway.
without playing?
Yeah, dude.
Can I just be
That's
like
the point of
the
me
bro
inviting you
with
to the
the
Twitch channel.
popcorn? Can I be like Hey Lynn's?
That was
Who's what is her HAYLENLYNDZ? Hey Lynn's?
it's Lynn's.
It's Lynn's. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she was here earlier for a minute, and she left.
I'm
You
sure
gotta
she got
apologize
bored.
to me.
Hers is much more. She has a lot more pee breaks in her fucking.
I haven't
whatever.
had one, but I need
Huh?
a drink. I need a drink break. Am I talking really loud? Because like in my room,
It sounds fine to me, but I've got some bootleg. These are Skull Candy. That's all I rock. Hold on.
I bought these cheap ones off Amazon.
That's all I rock. I was gonna get some Bluetooth ones or cordless ones, and I will eventually. But I've gotten them before. I just lose stuff like that too easy. It might as well be a house key. If it's, I'm not gonna
These
attach it
nice
to
ones I
anything.
got. Maybe I should put those on, try them out, man. But not right now, not live. But I'm gonna grab another drink, man. Can you fill for a few minutes, bro?
Of course I can.
Thanks for.
Let me tell you about
showing up.
Audible. Audible is the way we are coming to you, right? I don't know what to say. Who's on this thing anyway, and who's watching? YouTube for sure.
Alexa, play sound card.
When did we first become lovers? It couldn't have been before. It could have been before 2000, end of 2006, or like early, like before March 2005, because that's when it's cold in Baltimore, and that's where we were, or Virginia, or wherever we were. Mr. William Taliban Beard Selman. You together in the Army. Yes, we were together in the Army. We met in the Army, but not that it's, this is going to sound really Hallmark. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, so don't even pay attention. But we met in the Army. All right, it's hard to explain. It's not hard to explain. It's hard to understand. Okay, so here's what you have. You have Army Public Affairs. You have Army Combat Camera. And within Public Affairs, you have broadcast, which is television and radio, and you have print, which is basically newspaper. And they fall under a bigger part of the Army called the Adjutant General. In the combat camera realm, and it doesn't make any sense now, but it will soon, in the combat camera realm, these are photographers and videographers that answer to a larger part of the Army called Signal Corps. Corps is called like CORPS, CORSP, CORPS, Corps, Cuerpo, body, bigger, it's like a bigger faction or whatever. Okay. So in any entity in the Army, wherever you are, they always have room for somebody. So you may be a librarian, which I don't even think that's an actual job that exists in the military, let alone the Army. But you might be a librarian, but you might be assigned to a company that's responsible for nuclear weapons, or assigned to a brigade that's responsible for aviation. It could be a whole bunch of other stuff. But even if you're the person that their only job is to plug the TV into the wall, which is not to say that that's a job that exists. But even if that's your only job, if you're the person that plugs the TV into a wall, you can do that job in the hospital. You can do that job in the cafeteria. You can do that job at a truck stop, anywhere. So the Army uses you depending on their needs. And in the company, which was a signal company that Jason and I were both assigned to, we were both public affairs people, but we were assigned to a company that did not do public affairs stuff. But our job and their job was very similar. The big difference being we were taught or trained to like write stories, and these people were trained to do the imagery. So basically like the B-roll or the photography that you would see, but nothing like a story. They were adamant about that. At any rate, I got there in 2004, 5. I guess I would have gotten there in 2004, November 2004. And he got there at the very end of 2006. But that's because they had 2 slots, 2 positions. So imagine you're working at an HEB or a gas station or whatever, and they say, okay, well, we need 2 people that can do this, which is basically write, print, copy, or something like that. So they got both of us, and we ended up there. I had met him one time in a hallway. I can show you exactly where it was because I remember all the pictures, and there was like carpet on the wall. I don't know why. But we ended up going to like a what they call an FTX, basically a force training operation where you basically do what Jason was saying earlier, where you practice with whatever environment you have around you. What's the most extreme? The hottest it can be, the coldest it can be, the rainiest it can be, whatever. How are we going to deal with this? And so we did that, and we ended up bunking together. And of course, at this time, he's a sergeant, I think at E5 or E6, and I'm probably at PFC or something like that. But we're bunking up and down, and he goes out to smoke a cigarette. I was never a big smoker, but I was a smoker enough that I would smoke with other people who did smoke. So I went out with him. We started talking.
You're frozen like this too. You're like, now you finally moved. I think you're turning Japanese. I really think so. Hey, can you?
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Now I'm looking on YouTube, but it's moving on YouTube, but I still don't know what I'm doing with my hands. None of that is necessary. I should have just had a what do you call those puppets?
Damn it, man.
Don't worry about that. I got this.
Well, what I wanted to do is I wanted to try my new headset.
So try the headset. In the meantime, I'll finish this story, which is basically we went outside to smoke a cigarette. Turned out he was from Kingwood. First of all, it turned out he graduated a year before I did, which we would have graduated the same year, except that my parents put me in a Catholic school, and the cutoff for the age for registration was like, I missed the cutoff, so I had to basically wait till I was almost 6 instead of almost 5 to go to school. And then Jason lived in.
These hello. Okay. I can't hear you.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly where I was living when I graduated, was Fort Campbell. Clarksville, Tennessee. Fort Campbell is a military base that's basically adjacent. After that, he went to Alaska. That doesn't mean anything except to me because I wanted to go to Alaska after I graduated high school. Anyways, fast forward to 2006 is when you got there, and we're hanging out, and he's smoking Marlboro Lights. It's the worst. That's the worst. Don't even smoke. Just smoke rug or carpet or whatever you have around you because Marlboro Lights are no bueno. Hey, that's not bad. You look like a
You just froze up again. What I'm trying to do is just get these stupid Bluetooth headsets working because it's way more comfortable than that other stupid one. I look like a dickhead. I mean, come on.
You're frozen.
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Now I hear you.
You can hear me for a minute?
I can hear you right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. These aren't working. They're not. It says connected, but I don't hear anything in here, and the volume's still coming out of my Mac. How does that make sense? What century are we in? We're
Sounds like a relationship.
Century, dude. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can.
Do I sound different than I did with the headset on? The other one? Does it sound different? Hello? Are you
It
there?
sounds fine now.
Okay. That's cool, bro. I'm glad it sounds fine.
You don't sound like you're glad it sounds fine.
Glad that's all the input you got for me, man. I'm trying to I'm just kidding. You're like, fucking dick. Why did that turn like that? Jesus. Oh, you know what? I got a really long mail on mail in.
You have a long what?
One of those cords. Oh, shit. Oh, good God. Good God, Scott. Yeah, how's it go? What do they say on Star Trek? Great Scott or some bullshit. Hello?
Are you playing Fortnite?
Am I playing Fortnite?
That's what the...
No, I'm right here. He wants to play tomorrow night. That's what he's saying. I think he's asking but without punctuation. He put an exclamation mark. Or maybe he's playing Fortnite right now.
Oh, I think he is playing Fortnite. Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Fort Wayneworth?
Can't say that, buddy. Okay, I'm going to plug in. Is this like a really bad podcast? We're not really podcasting, I guess, at this point. But we're just bullshitting, you know?
You better be sweet.
Works. Hello?
Better be sweet. Huh?
Hello? This is terrible. Hey, somebody ask us a daring, hard question. Nick, talk into the mic. Hey, can you talk into the mic?
Yo.
Oh, I am hearing it through the headset now.
All right, good.
Oh, yeah, it's super gay. Make good.
And now we know what a dog looks like on the picture.
Hello, dog. What's up, dog?
She's not going to stay in frame because she doesn't understand what a frame is.
So, Nick, what do we want to exude onto all the good people of the world right now?
Well, I want to ask you something. I know I missed a big part of your soliloquy or your monologue. I don't study Shakespeare, so I don't know which one it is. But
What the fuck?
what
are you talking about?
You were talking about a friend, a comrade, somebody that you knew.
Comrade.
For better or worse, and I'll say it like that because I'm on neither side of the argument. But what do you think about that, man? That's
What do they think about what?
Well, I don't know. I would say, what do you think about suicide? Except it's not suicide because it's somebody you knew personally. So this is actually, it's not suicide so much as it's a loss.
It's really
I don't know. I don't know the proper question to ask you. I haven't asked you anything like that before, but I'm just wondering.
Can you hear me smacking? Can you hear me chewing?
No.
Oh, good.
No, I don't listen to your meat.
I've been eating a lot, man, since we've been on. I wonder why. By the way,
if you use your molars, I think it's really good because you probably have cavities back there, and that really helps disperse the sound. No, but are you? I mean, what are your? All right, so okay,
Okay.
you wake up on a let's say a Tuesday morning. You have bad news. The bad news is somebody that you knew, and then you can grade how well you knew them on a scale of 1 to 10. They were a very dear friend, or they were family, or they were somebody that you worked with but you didn't really know. But at any rate, it registers, and the cause of death is they've taken their own life. However, that happened. Um, I don't know. What are your initial? What are you thinking after you hear that information? I mean, are you?
I wasn't raised like severely Catholic, but somewhat Catholic. I feel guilt. I immediately feel guilt of like, why wasn't I there for that person in their most dire moment? And I think that comes from like a fixer mentality. I used to be a Captain Save-A-Ho. And so
Mhm.
like, I think the expectation is that you like a people pleaser. I don't know if I'm entirely a people pleaser, but this is weird. I just realized I keep looking to the left because I have the window over to the left. If I put it in the middle, then I can look at you, and it looks like I'm looking at the camera too, kind of. Anyway, yeah, but like I think that's that mentality, and so it's almost like anybody. It's just not like you're on watch right now, but it feels like anybody on my watch who takes their own life, I feel like a little bit responsible for not being able to intervene at some point.
Mhm.
Like I thought about that guy over the last few years. Every now and then, I was like, oh man, what was his name? Or because memories, names will slip, but not faces. But and then I remember, and I was like, oh, he's so cool. I mean, the guy was just a great, great guy, great NCO. He was the kind of guy that like, if some other leader came up to you as my soldier and said, "Oh, oh, why Hernandez late again today? Why you always late, Hernandez? Hernandez always late. Hey, what you gonna do about that? Him being late? You want to get up and go like, it's none of your fucking business." And they're like, "Hey, look, I do your rating," and I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like,
Mhm.
I'm getting paid anyway. Like you're protective, like a very, very protective posture over his own soldiers. And I wasn't even a soldier, but I was like a public affairs soldier, well under that command in a sense. But he was a very just protective guy. He picked up that phone and he'd get your back. The guy always had your back. So I don't know if I was answering that question. Guys like that, to me in general, are you just feel it really strongly. What was your question, dude?
Well, I'm just wondering, like, when you hear that
Sorry.
information for the first time,
Oh,
are you sad, or you're like, oh, I get it, or
no, I'm sad, but like it's
why this
yeah,
guy?
yeah, like the guilt. Like I was saying, is nobody that commits suicide that I can think of, you ever see it coming. It wasn't, oh, like you said, oh yeah, could have seen that coming. He was always posting on Facebook about how he wanted to slit his wrist all the time, but nobody checked in on him. We were just like, he's just playing. And then he really did, and we were like, fuck. Like that doesn't happen, ever. What do you show me? It
You can't
happened?
see that.
No, it's all blurry and shit. I can go
Yeah.
to, what does that say?
No, that's what Mabel said. It's like we were talking about Chris Cornell like 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
But we were talking about his suicide and everything, and that's what she said. Nobody saw it coming. But that's what you just said. Nobody sees it coming.
Yeah.
I think that's part and parcel with suicide is nobody sees it coming. Same thing with like Robin Williams, even if it's
Yeah.
an accidental, like a weird thing, like a
Robin
weird thing,
Williams is
like
someone I was really thinking of. Like,
nobody sees
like
it
Kobe Bryant
coming,
dying?
huh?
Kobe Bryant dying to me, I think, probably hit people outside of sports fandom because he was
Yeah, for sure.
bigger
Yeah,
than life athlete.
he was a big figure. He was a
It's like
public
Michael
figure.
Jordan right now.
He'd done a
Even
lot,
right
and he
now,
had
if
to get
Michael Jordan suddenly died, you'd be like, holy shit, that's a hero gone. And Kobe
yeah.
Bryant was never my hero, but I really liked him as a basketball player when they weren't playing the Rockets. And since his post playing career, he was really an awesome dude. Like he started producing film work, doing documentaries, uh, very charitable. He died going to one of his camps he sponsored. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
It fucking sucks. But
Yeah.
yeah, like Robin Williams, when he committed suicide, it was like, you shitting me? And you start reading more and hear more about him. Like he used to ride. He lived right north there of San Francisco, like pretty much where I want to live. Well, probably further out where it's affordable, like 100 miles out. Even driving 100 miles, from where you live to San Francisco is still
That's
fucking
called
nice.
Oregon.
What'd you say, Oregon?
That's called Oregon.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it looks so stupid. Fuck, I forget what to say. Oh, he used to ride his bicycle around the trails right north of the Golden Gate. Like when you cross the Golden Gate, there's the army batteries that were there. I mean, that's one of the biggest trips about San Francisco is that half of it exists is because of World War II. Is like the so many military ended up staying there. Like they stationed so many people on the West Coast at the time, especially that area because it was like closest to Japan. And you had Pearl Harbor and then everything breaking out. Well, they built the shit out of that area. And there's all this like counter battery positions built up on the hills right north of the Golden Gate. It's really cool. So anyway, Robin Williams used to ride his bike all over that area. Just out and about with people, So he was a regular dude. He was just funny. And I'm sure if you met him, you were like, hey, Robin, man, can I get an autograph? I'm sure depending on his mood, he's going to stop and say yes or no.
Yeah, but that's not like a normal. Nobody stops and asks you for your autograph.
Not me, no, not usually.
So it's like, even when it's just a normal day, and I'm sure he had a grasp of it, but it's a different.
He's out riding his bike. No one's going to be like, Robin. They might wave. Hey, that was Robin Williams, honey. You want to go back and I do.
I don't know.
Bitch. But they do say that guys who are really like creative types and like comedic, a lot of comedians mask their pain with humor, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Or people who try to be funny all the time in general, they're masking their pain, but they have a more depressive attitude, especially comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can be more susceptible to these kind of things. But no, maybe even like drug use, but also that's celebrity. I mean, celebrity, there's so many fucked up things happening in the crowd. I mean, with Cornell, his death seemed odd, right? Like, didn't they say that it was asphyxiation, but with a bag? Like, you put a bag over his head, right?
No, I don't remember that.
And then there was a rope. Like,
I mean, you may be right. I don't remember.
I don't know. But also, like, why do celebrity types with access to lots of drugs and stuff, why do they still hang themselves?
I just think they're operating in a different, I don't know, like a different social sphere.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Tons of pressure, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wants lots of money. Everybody wants to be famous. Maybe be a B actor in Hollywood. Have a house in the hills. But then once you get it, for one, someone's always coming for your shit. Number two, everybody's asking for it. Everybody's knocking on your door. Your family.
Yeah.
Then your sister is Joanna's like, hey, you have like 12 nephews and nieces. Are you going to put them through college or what, dick? And then you feel guilty. You're like, I didn't birth those kids. I didn't tell y'all to have 25 kids, Why are you asking me to pay for their college? Well, it's because you're wealthy, man.
Yeah.
I'm wealthy because I worked hard. I didn't work hard for you. I did it for me and my immediates, Which I've always said, if I was ever rolling a dough like that, won a lottery or made good money, I'd help out a lot of family members. But there would be a wall in front of it, man. It would basically be, this is it. And I'm going to put your kids through college, pay off your debt. Don't ask me for anything else beyond that. I just feel like people, because they take advantage of them. And so guys say like, or Cornell, maybe just have piled up enough. And maybe he had some stresses at home that we'll never know about. Just the same guy with
but that's
Connor.
what I'm asking. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, where do you, a guy like you or I, where do we imagine like, oh, I can justify why, they reached the wall. That was it. Like, how do you do that?
Everybody's different though.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I mean, but like to me, it's the same as what different guys can handle like downrange. It's like some guys leave wire. You know that you get on this particular stretch of road, they've hit a lot of IEDs, they've been ambushed, whatever it is, but you know that you are supposed to have to go for whatever fucking reason. But some guys are comfy and they just in their head go, I just need to be hyper vigilant. Other guys are ready to shit and piss themselves, or shoot anything that moves. And I think that's just like your makeup. And I hate to sound like such a army guy, but that's the best thing I can think of. It's fight or flight. I think fight or flight's very similar.
Yeah.
And so
what's funny? The whole time I was there, and
I hope it's funny because this is really fucking depressing, Nick.
Huh?
I said I hope it's funny because this is really depressing.
The whole time I was in Iraq, I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. This is a cool city. They smoke hookah, and the guys have a guys club, and I don't know.
Oh my
God. It was just.
The guys had a guys club. Like in Baghdad?
Huh?
The guys had a guys club.
Yeah, no, I went out a lot with the public relations, PR, public affairs.
Yeah, the PAO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your actual job title was.
They had a group from I want to say Illinois because I know some of the guys were from Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe Illinois, Indiana, whatever. But we went out with them a few times.
It's all the same shit.
Dude, the fucking food was so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
See, we didn't get to do that shit, man, when we went. You couldn't just go outside the wire and hang out with the general public. That didn't happen. Like
that was like whatever that.
That's when they decided to start winning hearts and minds.
That's what they did. But we just happened to be attached to them a few times.
Oh,
but the food was
and
like they
probably civil affairs too.
Pita and
hot
fresh
pita.
meat.
Oh yeah,
vegetables and everything.
Dude,
like, oh my god.
Israel was the first time I had a real
this table
kebab.
This whole table.
Yeah.
Like there was a whole barbecue pit like that big, and they're just like chopping everything up, and they're just like baklava, and they slap it on like a pita bread and give it to you, and they're like, hey, can we eat this? And the guy from the
it's probably civil affairs,
public relations. They were like, yeah, it's okay. These guys are cool. And then you'd eat that stuff, and it was like, oh my god, this is the first real food I've had in so long. Because even what was it like Friday nights or Thursday nights or something was like seafood and steak, and they'd have like steaks, they'd have like lobster, crab legs or whatever. Oh my god. You never had so much diarrhea. It was so bad. It was so bad. Like you're running to the bathroom after that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'm incriminating people. But
you're already done.
It's
already done now.
I stopped eating that stuff. I was like, yeah, let me just get a salad and a fucking ham and cheese sandwich. I got
in the DFAC.
Yeah, in the dining facilities.
Okay.
I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was
they
good.
have a lot of food, man.
My bowels are weak or whatever. But I was
my last deployment, I ate a lot of just lettuce, tuna fish, some kind of cheese, but like some kind of like a crumbled, something.
Yeah.
It's presumably healthier. I ate a lot of salad, dude, and I didn't drop a fucking pound. When I was in Kuwait, I probably gained weight. I mean, I ate a good breakfast. That's the best thing going for you in the DFAC is the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I never ate so many omelets in my life, dude. Like when I was a kid, my dad would make omelets every now and then. He's a pretty good omelet maker. I always use too many eggs, and my omelet's like fucking huge. Like what? Why can't I just make a normal egg, like a normal omelet? I guess you just need 2 eggs maybe for a normal omelet. I'll do like 4 to 5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's a big fluffy bitch.
Yeah, that's big and nasty. Probably smells like burning egg.
That's what she said. Anyway, my dad would make omelets. I'm not a good omelet maker, but in the Army, dude, every time we went to the DFAC, what were we gonna get? You're either gonna get the eggs in a can, or go get fresh eggs, And chances were you're gonna get the omelet, because if you got up there like 4 guys in front of you order omelets, and you get up there like, hey, can I just get scrambled with cheese? that guy making him is like, he's already making an omelet because he thinks that's what you're gonna get. So he looks at you and he's like, no, you can get a fucking omelet. You're like, oh, all right, I'll get an omelet then. And you're gonna stand in line like everybody else. I do miss that stuff, dude. Almost every day that I went to a dining facility, the guy in front of me or behind me was somebody new. You know, if I went by myself, if I went with a buddy or something like that, you know, you're gonna be together, but they might go to the other line, you know, so you're not together. But like you, almost every day you'd see some new face. That was crazy because there's so many damn soldiers, man. And then half the time it's gonna be some fat specialist. He's all sweaty and shit and gross, and you're like, could you have fucking like wiped off before you came into the DFAC? They're like, you're like,
and he's coming from like a fuel point or something. It smells like kerosene.
And people are so worried about Corona.
Yeah.
Dude, they got dirty humans everywhere.
That's a whole other story.
People eat ass, and they're worried about Corona. Fuck off. You know? Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, dude, but humans are pretty grotesque.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're animals.
Yeah, we're animals. And, like, it's just, it doesn't, as disturbing as people can be to get so wrapped up around a virus. And I get it, dude. Like, it moved fast. It's very global, obviously. It's 100% global. You can go back just a few months ago and remember hearing about the first alarming cases that started to move around the world, and you're thinking like, this is probably not going to hit us. We'll do something smart, you know. We'll like close down shop before it can get over here. And by the time they close down shop, they're like, I got some cases in the United States. You're like, oh, there's only a handful. That was late February, early March. Well, no, it would have been late February because when we went on spring break, it was just starting to kind of rumble. I remember that from school. And we go on spring break, and it's like, you know, maybe we'll be back. This isn't that bad. And then I remember sometime during spring break, shit got hot, dude. It peaked in early March.
The end of March, we're like feeling guilty
for not shutting down sooner.
Yeah, we should have done better.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was closing the borders of like airline travel. But dude, if you were overseas, like, I had family members. I had an aunt and then a couple of cousins. They were in England for like football matches, football, and I was pretty worried if they were going to get back or not. It took them a while. And then my cousin who has a baby, she had to quarantine, like self-quarantine for 2 weeks when they made that order, and not see her baby, which was I guess he's 2 now, 2 or 3, 2.
The baby?
My cousin's baby, yeah. Which is weird because I feel like she wasn't a baby that long ago. You remember the first time you met Jenna?
It would have been in Corpus.
Well, do you remember coming to Killeen when it was really cold?
Killeen?
Helping me move? Killeen, Texas, outside of Fort Hood.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Remember helping me move? You drove all the way from Houston to help me move.
I remember that. Yes.
Because I had nobody else to fucking help. It was pathetic.
Oh, I was the last one. Thank
6
you.
people are still watching, but like, who's watching this dribble?
People who can't figure out how to stop burning their popcorn. Could you imagine having like 1 million followers, dude? And just, this is like your conversation. Because that's all those fucking guys do. They're just like this. They're just having a conversation. Hey,
maybe they talk about some heated stuff.
In the back. This thing's not working. Whatever.
Well, there's a big glare on it. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. Look at how skinny my hand looks now.
I like the ring light because it's not. It doesn't create like a reflection on your bald head.
Well, that's why it's a ring light.
Bit. Is that why?
Yeah, that's why. That's what it does.
Kills reflection.
Have you not seen Tarina Rockface Teresa Rockface.
Let's get her on Twitter, dude. Get them on Twitter
I'm
and
gonna get
Instagram.
her. I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna say, hey, we're talking about you on
Get
this
them
trash show.
pop them up. Get Adam and Teresa on our Zoom call.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
that's not gonna
2 or 3 other people might want to jump
They've
on.
got to be up in the morning. They've got jobs.
Nah, today's
children.
Friday though. They're not working on Saturday. They're not working. They do
That's
have a
what
young
you
child, but like so do I. But
They're
I've started
taking
to
all
figure
their
out
glam
they're laying in
shots
bed
for the
till like
week.
8 or 9 lately. So if I go to bed close to now, I still get 7 hours of sleep, dude. Wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm good.
No, I don't get up at 8 or 9 o'clock. I get up
Shit.
I get up at 10, and I get mad at myself for getting up so late. But I'm like,
But you're
yeah,
staying up so late.
it's all
Is that
right.
from insomnia?
Why do I stay up late?
Yeah.
I just find things are more interesting at night. So even if you watch a movie, like
Fuck.
whatever,
All right. That's that's pretty good,
it's
man.
better at night.
Things are more interesting at night. All right.
Um,
All right. All right.
if you want to delve into some
O'clock.
like deep stuff,
It's whatever you want to do. You want to dive in some deep stuff? Well, how deep? Like ocean deep? Are you frozen again? I can't hear you. God dang it.
I could see your face moving, but I can't
now,
hear you.
Okay, I couldn't hear you either. You know what? I actually read, and this is kind of bullshit because I had to pay to go to Zoom Pro in order to get the however they connect to live stream on YouTube, which really I've learned enough to know there's so many cop outs or rip-offs, corporate rip-offs. But what Zoom's doing is they're putting the stream key into your YouTube account for you, and whatever their information needs to go in, whatever the ISP is in fucking India to Guatemala, then to Nebraska to get this happening, they're just inputting all that shit for you into YouTube, and they're fucking programmed kicking you on live. So you could do all that manually. I figured out recently because I was like, stream key. I didn't know what a stream key was until 3 weeks ago, dude. I was like, a stream key? Holy shit. And some websites say, don't ever lose this because this is unique forever. And if you fucking lose it, you're fucked. If you're like a blogger. It's so dumb. Where did blog come from anyway? I'm a blogger. It's so dumb. people make tons of money doing that shit. Hey, man, it's good to see you at the 20-year reunion, Mike. What are you up to? Hey, Dave, I'm a blogger. That's fucking awesome. Professionally? Like, yeah.
You make it sound so bad. You make it sound so bad, dude.
It's just such a dumb name. Like, you could say, I'm an online writer.
Yeah. I do copy. I do
daily copy.
But that's not what you said. You said I'm a
personal
blogger.
newspaper. I'm a blogger, bro. That's cool. Man, I've always wanted to do that too. What does it entail? Because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, well, so basically I go, throughout my time, like maybe every few days, and I sit down and I write about my opinions and my experiences on things and stuff. They're like, oh, so it's kind of like a diary? Oh, it's not a diary, bro. I'm like writing about stuff that matters to other people, man. So you're publishing your diary. Oh, fuck. I'm a dick. Have you ever checked out my WordPress?
Yours? No, I haven't.
No, I do. Well, most of what my WordPress is.
I like WordPress though.
It's great, actually.
I think
there's so many things that come off of it.
Looks fancy.
I almost paid to go pro on WordPress to where like you get your own official website, and I guess a lot more tools also. That's the weird thing with the whole Twitch gaming community is that I could show you too. It opens up another mantra, even like this right here. There's websites that support people who broadcast on Twitch because they don't just want this plain thing. They want some graphics, like overlays onto their screen, and then they have a chat box. And everyone who subscribes to their channel, they'll get an award or some kind of recognition. You know, guys like Ninja, who's like, "Oh, I'm killing people in Fortnite, brother." And then someone subscribes and he's like, "Hey, thanks, Bobby Joe fucker, for subscribing to the channel, man." Like these things pop up and a graphic pops up. If you've ever watched it, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm fucking carrying on. But, you know, but it's a whole other industry was created to support this kind of industry.
Yeah.
So when someone's like, "I'm a blogger," and a guy laughs at him, it's like, dude, that's what started this video chatting and video, but like YouTube, the ability to live stream or whatever. And morons like me, like, "Hey, people want to hear my opinion, bro. They're gonna subscribe to my podcast because they want to hear my opinion." Like, who the fuck wants to hear my opinion? Like, it's. I'm just a dude. You know? I was bouncing around some names to some friends lately on different like podcaster guys who are big, like huge, and I was wondering about like Ben Shapiro. I don't really I was asking about that earlier. I don't really listen to him. Only heard him briefly, and he sounds like a dipshit. But I'm wondering, like, how did he achieve what he's achieved doing what he's doing? I had a dog whining. Or is it on my headphones? Funky. But like, how does that happen? You're really smart. You have a lot of good intuition, I feel like and you're able to take your knowledge and really express it in a way that whoever you're conversing will hear and understand it. I got like adult ADD, man. So it's like A, B, C, F, G, I, H, P, P, Q, R, 2. That's my brain all the fucking time. And so then my son, who's probably exactly the way I am, here I am yelling at him because he does something that I probably did when I was a kid. And I'm just like, how do I navigate that? Holy shit. But that's the summary of the podcast. Let me let this dog in, man. What a hooch. What is she?
Your dog or my dog?
Oh, no, I hear mine.
Where's my dog?
Is your dog whimpering?
No, I don't think so.
It's Lily. Hang on. Lily. Woody, 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 woo. Whiny. Cow. Go lay down. Yeah, the room's different. Get on the bed. Get on your bed. I can't pick you up. What, you hear me talking to myself? What, do you think I'm talking to somebody? I am talking to somebody. You just can't see them. Hey, sorry for that blank spot. Welcome back. It's Saturday morning, 1 o'clock here in the United States, central United States. In Latin America, specifically Argentina, it is 3:13 in the morning. You're still tuned in and listening. We really appreciate it. It's great that you joined us with this long, no name, no action chat. It really is great you joined us. If you want to join a Zoom call, feel free. Let's see, you're not working on Saturday. You haven't been working since Thursday. Oh, lucky you. We both left you alone. Yeah, we did. That's weird. If you want to join the Zoom call, you're more than welcome to. I would really love to meet you because I've heard a little bit about you. Not a lot, just a little bit. But that would be a lot of fun. I don't know. I like meeting people from everywhere. I've been predominantly throughout the world except for South America or Central America. Yeah, that sucks. I never have been. I was answering her, your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking about how all the deployments, all those times, and I never went to South America or Central America, dude. Why can't we if we could work out things with Venezuela and then head down there, put a base there, that'd be badass, dude, because that means like throughout South America, our presence would expand, which I know no one in South America wants. How weird is that? Honestly, I mean, we do have some presents, but not like we do in most countries. Could you imagine? How weird would that be?
Going to South America?
Oh, I was seeing it as a military,
Mhm.
like the U.S. Army. You want dog? You can go outside. Damn, they always need something, huh? I can't believe she's still watching. She's cool like that, huh? She
No,
said, "I hope
she's
so."
really bored or hoping to say something
Oh, probably.
about this picture here.
Can we get anyone? That'd be fun. Yeah.
You got to do this like every Friday night if you're going to do
Right?
it.
Yeah, build it up.
But
Hey, we got 7.
What kind of headphones do you have?
Cohen
I need the same headphones. It's not gonna make
E7s.
sense.
You do these ones?
Yeah. What is that?
They're
Is that
made in America,
recycled?
Jack. They're pretty cool.
Hmm.
That was that box I was showing you. That like
No, I saw it. I watched it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So these headphones, they were maybe only $50, and they're pretty nice.
So
Really comfortable. Everything gets a little old. Like I never know if I should like. Does this release tension? Oh, I guess it does. A little more weight on your ears too. But I always feel like a fucking jerk off wearing headphones like this. This looks
Okay,
funny, man,
watch
on a
your
bald
mouth.
head. I'm sorry. I'll watch it. I can. Hey, it's one of those times you can actually watch your mouth. That's fucking incredible, right? That's cool, right? I actually have a stack because I closed the window so much. You're above me and I'm below you.
What?
The picture, like our chat,
Uh-huh.
instead of the windows being side by side. I don't know how yours looks. That's all I was saying, man. Yeah, because
Side by
then on
side.
the. Why is this like I can't even make it big anymore? Anyway, so what's another really awesome topic to hit up before we probably need to kill this shit? It's been really fascinating and all, but I've eaten like 12 pounds of shitty food. Dude, we've been on also almost 3 hours.
No, there's no way.
We started at right about 11.
11. 12, 1, 2.
2 hours. 2.2.
Yeah.
Huh?
2 hours and 20 minutes. Hey, did that sound good?
The sneeze, yeah, it was pretty good. I wish I was recording it at the moment.
I don't want to be gross, but a
How's that sound?
microphone like this should be able to pick up a good sneeze.
Yeah, that mic actually sounds good. I think that a little bit of it, and maybe from your side, if you enable HD camera or something like that, I don't know. Who's to say? That's what I did on my end. But I also have Zoom Pro going on. Do I normally speak like this when we're in person?
Yeah, you sound the same.
All right. Hey, you can invite people to the Zoom, and then they can chat with us in the chat.
Oh,
box
there
too.
we go. Don't
saying?
enable mirror effect.
What? I don't know that. Well, mine's not. When I raise my right arm in Zoom, it's fine. But on
Speaker
the
view.
YouTube, it's totally backwards. It's still.
Gallery view.
Bless you.
Speaker
Bless
view,
you.
gallery view.
So tell me, because I'm ignorant to the fact. One of the things that I think is cool with Nick is that he learned to speak Spanish in the last few years. That's shit, man. When did you move back home? 2011?
10.
10?
Yeah.
That's where I was in Oklahoma. One of
Well, I didn't
memories
speak
was-
Spanish when you were in Oklahoma. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's whenever you move back home. And I went to Oklahoma. Oh. I still remember whenever you smashed this guy's tail in the door.
That wasn't English or Spanish, by the way.
No, that was
Which, by the way,
so weird because it was so delayed
rest
too.
in
She was
peace
like,
to Sky.
it was delayed though. She was like,
She was very mellow about it. She was okay with it. She's
And
like,
she was just like,
I accept this. This
Hey,
is
hey,
what's
hey.
happening. Yeah, but that was your Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah, and I slammed it in the back door because I thought she was in the car, and then closed the door. And then she started yelping, but she was yelping in a weird way.
She's yelping on the Skyway.
Yeah.
That was a different kind of dog, man. She was cool. For a big dog, she wasn't like overbearing. You know, she didn't get in your face like, and push you down and shit, you know. She was very lovable. She wanted to be a lap dog. She used to always run upstairs. What was funny is that she always took a shit outside of Jordan's door. Like,
I remember that.
And she shit in that house a few times and pretty bad. Which
was
weird.
That before or after Columbia?
After. That was when I moved on post.
Okay.
So real quick background on Nick and I for all the people watching tonight. And I really appreciate you guys liking the video. If you're watching actively right now, you got to like the video and then subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all like 10,000 of you guys doing that. That's awesome. You know, what a great audience tonight. Fabulous. So anyway.
Just one of those really great audience tonight.
Yeah, man. Fantastic. Throwing the flowers and stuff up. It's rad.
Yeah.
Nobody's liked our video. Likes and subscriptions are really important, though, just so you guys know. As a matter of fact, any video on YouTube that I watch for more than like a minute where I'm interested, I just like it automatically because I know the effort somebody put into it, man.
Yeah.
You know? Like I have GoPro video that I actually want to edit into like little short movies, but I'm so tired of doing video editing. I'm like, fucking cares, man.
Oh, you got to hire your weaknesses.
Man. Well, what am I gonna do with that stuff? I'm gonna put it up on
hire somebody else to
Facebook.
do it.
Hey, look at our trip to South Padre. It was so.
It would almost
fun.
be okay to like bring somebody along with the understanding of like, hey, I'm gonna buy all your fucking Hawaiian punches with Everclear in it, so long as you edit our video. Or you could just like come back and say, look, I think this video will get enough likes to get however many people watching it. So just edit it like that. I mean, you know, just hire somebody. If you're not good at doing it, just hire somebody else to do it.
I think I'm good enough, but I'm so out of practice, man.
You are good enough. You're not disciplined enough. If you find somebody that's better at it, this is like, well, I can't go to sleep at night because that's all I like doing. It's like, you know what? I've got a little pocket for you to exist for, 4 or 5 months, and maybe you'll develop the skills you need to take it somewhere else.
Let's say like Christopher Nolan. How'd Christopher Nolan get to be Christopher Nolan?
It's just writing, dude. It's just writing. That's what I'm saying. And writing is editing. And editing
and directing
is
and
shooting before you actually shoot. Like,
right.
Get your
that's
white
the only way I
balance
could
and
ever
get your
write.
fucking angle and all that other stuff. It's just,
I never storyboarded and shit, man.
Nobody does, but we're not taught to. But we're not taught to do anything else, like how to have a relationship or how to raise kids or how to take care of an animal. Yeah, all that stuff. Like, it's just all things like, fuck it, they'll figure it out. But if you were taught how to do that, I mean, imagine, like, India puts out more movies than the United States does, I believe. I think that's
more people.
A true statistic. But,
I believe it.
So America puts out more blockbusters based on wherever their market is. But still, like, India puts out more movies. And they still have competition. So imagine if the U.S. had that competition for making movies, and they would be, But there's no competition. All you have to do is just make it. This is drama. This is a hero epic. This is a
biopic.
Scary movie. Scary movies are the worst. They're the worst
night.
Because people are scared of everything, and nobody can make a movie that anybody's afraid of.
But I think, I'd love to make a scary movie though, man. It's so fucking easy. But without it, I would use
easy. Just have them
effects.
Keep going to the fucking mailbox, and every time they open the mailbox, it's a bunch of what like bills, debts. Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I was just thinking though, like I just used a lot of lighting and suspense. I think as shitty as it was, Blair Witch Project was kind of genius.
No, I like that movie a lot. I still like that movie.
It was such a good idea at the time,
Yeah.
man. No one else was doing that. And I had in 2000 when I was in Iraq, I started writing my script for a movie, and it was all I wanted to do it first person, like everything from first person. And like the very first episode, you know, the guy opens his eyes and you see what he sees. You hear him breathing, and then if he has any thoughts, the subconscious thoughts are there. His conscious thoughts, and then he speaks to somebody, looks at somebody. I wanted it all first person like that, and then it may have came out before, and I just didn't remember it either. But being John Malkovich, when did that come out? It was shot like that.
2000.
So before I went to Iraq, so maybe that's where I got the idea from. Fucking idiot. I don't think so. Mine was like a caper. Like a guy got caught. He was blamed for committing a kind of a crime, but a crime against the mob by accident, not with the law enforcement. And he didn't do it, and he has no idea what they're talking about. They don't believe him, of course. He has to prove to them, while he's in captivity by them, that he didn't do whatever they're blaming him for doing. And he's figuring this out on the fly, and they let him go for a little while so he can, you know, get some shit done. They don't necessarily believe him. They give him a time frame. Kind of like most mobster movies is what it sounds like, to be honest. Like every single one of them. Especially with Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Can you do a Walken?
No.
Come on, man.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
You! I can't either. No,
I don't know
I
Christopher
can't.
Walken.
No, I can't. It's hard to do, man. You can do it by accident. You do it. You try on.
Yeah, you do it and you nail it, and then everybody's like, "Oh, do that again."
That's how I am. No improv. I'm all improv. Somebody asked me to do some act, repeat a line. I can't do that. What is that called? What's that called? Does anybody know? Anyone really smart on the line? 6 people. We lost 1. They finally got tired of our shit. These guys are really great, but I'm bushed. I get a long day tomorrow of going stand in line at the Home Depot so I can try to get in with my mask on. They're only letting in a certain amount of rednecks a fucking hour, you know? And everybody always needs a new LED light bulb. I do. And got one today, matter of fact. I think it's weird when I'm in Home Depot, like pulling in the parking lot, and people aren't driving a truck. I'm like, why are you even fucking coming here? What are you gonna get?
What are you gonna
batteries?
do? Rent a van?
Yeah, you gonna. But what are they picking up from Home Depot in a fucking car? Like if you go to Home Depot, what are you getting?
A doorknob?
Yeah.
Or hinges?
A doorknob? Yeah. put up a fucking a wall that opens and closes for you.
Yeah.
I can see that. That's really deep, bro. I see where you're going with that.
No, that's what they do.
You should
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, you should explore though this opening and closing wall piece, you know, that they decided to call a door, because technically that's all it is. You're shutting yourself out from other people when you close the door.
Yeah.
You left the door open all the time, man.
Or they're saying, look, my upstairs neighbors are really loud. What can I do? What can I do? What are my options? Can I put peas in there? Can I put roaches? Cotton?
Cotton Eye Joe. Work. This is also recording, by the way. Well, it's recording on YouTube and the Zoom server, so you're fucked. I'm trying to turn on something that I was able to turn on the other day, but I think maybe it was on Twitch.
Funky Town?
Funky Town? Where'd you get that from?
Funky Town? Dun, dun, dun.
Funky Town? What are you talking about, Liz? Foggy Town. Is that K-pop?
No, that's like disco or 80s.
Oh, Funky Town.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Funky Town with a G. Like we're gonna take you down to Funky Town, where we can eat some kimchi.
I don't talk like that, by the
way. Yeah. There you go. Hit it.
Yeah.
It's like going back to the club at Fells Point.
Gotta make a move to a town that's right for me.
This ain't it.
Let that be the first lesson to all of you motherfuckers. Please. Make a move to a town that's right for you. It doesn't matter if it's your mom's town or your dad's town, or if it's in the U.S. or it's in
We're down
Korea
to 4
or
people.
Africa. Go somewhere where you fucking get down. I promise you.
In Funky
In
Town.
your early 20s, mid 20s, as you're like figuring out, oh, I'm an adult now. Your late 20s where you realize, oh no, responsibility is falling on me. Be somewhere where you're happy.
Russell just sent me a message a minute ago and asked him, oh, he just announced it. Oh, man.
Don't know what she just said.
How bad is this? You know, like, dude, there's like people fucking getting paid millions of dollars to do exactly what we're doing right now. Yeah, like you said, followers, and then if you got enough ad space. And look, I'm not saying just do things for the money at all.
You talking about Funky Town?
I love dancing this in a club, dude. Right there, that part, yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Are you kidding me? That's where I'm headed right now. Of course I'll take you. How many do you have with you? 8? We got room for 6. Find a lap, baby. We're going. All of us are going. I don't know what this picture means. I don't know what that means.
Man. There's people drinking baby's blood and part of the deep state, QAnon and shit. We don't. They've been throwing us signals for a long time, and we just didn't catch it, man. That's all. Why? Oh shit! I ripped that out. Lots of sound. Hang on. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my brother Rocky Raquelio. His name's actually
guy with this awesome podcast
Roquelio.
with 1 million followers. Why doesn't he have like a proper headset with a different kind of cord that him just uploads from dancing?
You or me?
He doesn't knock it out. Me, silly.
Okay.
I have millions
Jason's
of followers.
Himself.
I'm Ben Shapiro. I'm gonna talk really fucking fast. That guy's a dick. Hey, we got a like. Hello. Somebody give me a like. Somebody give me a like. Somebody give me a like. Nice moves. Yeah, I'm the one dancing. I'm the one cutting the rug.
Anyway, happy birthday to Rocky.
Happy birthday, Rocky.
The middle child who has somehow managed to rise.
He coming in to visit?
To the cream of the crop. Congratulations.
Where's Chris? Is someone gonna show up and support family or what? What the fuck?
No, everybody's asleep right now. It's like 2 a.m.
All I see is the album again.
I'm just saying happy birthday to Rocky because
happy birthday,
it's his
Rocky.
birthday.
Oh, I've never met. I wish I could. I've
all his
essentially
music.
met you.
He's not going to admit that to you, but this is his music.
I bet.
Let's see what we got.
That's sweet. I never see you as very sentimental.
He's gay.
Very rare.
He's gay. What's wrong? That's my housemate.
What's it like in
He's
Australia?
just sliding down the stairs.
Really sexy. Oh, that sounds really
What's it
good.
like in
I would use
Australia?
it, but, like, if a guy
Huh?
like that.
What's it like in Australia?
Australia? Right now, it's hot. No, it's cold. It's the opposite.
I would like to fly from the northern hemisphere to the south. Like
You should
this.
You should go to Argentina.
Yes.
You should go to Fuego.
But I'm an idiot. Thank you for the nice.
That
I
doesn't
can't believe that.
That has no bearing. You can.
can't believe
They
that she's
let
still
idiots.
Hey, so I tried to talk Nick into doing a podcast with you, doing an interview, and
That's me.
about
I'm Nick.
spending time in the United States from Argentina and the differences. Sure, I can read about it, but it's much more. It's better when somebody talks about where they're from. You know, you learn so much more. So hopefully we'll get to do that sometime, Nick.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You should do an interview
Honest with you.
and then we produce it. You know, even for Taste of Space, that would be good. Having
Yeah.
people from
Let me
different
know,
parts
dude.
of the world.
I can do that. I sent
interviews.
something on Taste of Space, by the way.
I know you
It
can.
never went out.
No, you can. Just do it. You got to do it. You got to get in there. It's rookie numbers. Rookie number. Wookie. Rookie numbers. We got to rise above it. Like Cedar said, oh, man, that's the whole song's about suicide, which is weird. I didn't realize that until it's been out for a number of years. I wish that, I guess I'd have to play music the same way that Nicholas just did. I won't want to be depressing, though. Rise above it. Where's that song? Yeah. Broken. It's not even on this fucking album. Oh my goodness. Nick? Oh, hi. My moves are very natural and golden. I think that this kind of thing would be better suited for Facebook too, to be honest. I don't think a lot of people come to YouTube to chat. I think they go to Facebook. 1,273 new COVID cases in Hidalgo County. In Hidalgo County in a single day, that makes no sense. See, like stuff like that is what makes people question things. Then you get on Facebook and you immediately see like Supreme Court gives Native Americans jurisdiction over eastern half of Oklahoma. Wonder if that's good. If that's good or bad. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Like Suicide is the first song from Cedar that was on this album. This song I really like. But I don't know if you can hear it. Probably a little bit. Sorry, earlier in this whole thing, I was on another plane and I just landed. This is fine. It's good. But generally speaking, on my podcast, and if I do a video cast, I have a topic, subject I want to cover and talk about. And you're going to speak to yourself most of the time unless you're doing an interview. That with Nick, this really wasn't an interview. It was just like chatting and bullshitting, you know, having a good time. And inviting anybody to participate in that chat. I think it's great to reach out to others and learn something from one another on a constant basis. You learn something from a friend, family member, all the time. So strangers, it's even cooler. You know, there's people in South America, people who are in my hometown, people who are in New York right now. It's cool to just hear from what's happening in another space, but also just how life is different. And I think that's really important right now in this world, which is crazy. It's a big world and a small world at the same time. I've ran into people that I met in the Army very early on. I've met them or ran into them on the other side of the planet. You're muted, by the way, Nick. Okay. If you're wanting to unmute. Sometimes he kind of looks like a mix of Tommy Tom and the other dude, Cheech and Tom. Hey, he looks like the love child sometimes. The mic's in your face, that's why. That was weird. He's like, yeah, man. I can't do impressions to save my life. So, anyway, I'm just wondering if this is better suited to just put on like Facebook, where it's just more kind of like interaction, unless you get rolling along. But I wanted to source things from YouTube. That was kind of the goal here. See how many like live stream clicks we can kind of get. Which sounds bad. I want to talk to people. That's the biggest thing. Sometimes I want to do also a video on shit I see on Facebook, where you just kind of scroll through and you look and you laugh, right? So let's start out. The very top of my Facebook feed is from a page called Neighborhoods First, and they post that story about 1,200 new cases in Hidalgo County in one day. Hidalgo County is deep in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas, and I'm not going to be 100% about that, but I'm really sure. Hidalgo County, Texas. It's like green light. It's getting old. It's not bad, but it's just enough, you know. Hidalgo County. Yeah, it's down near McAllen. It's right at the border. So they suddenly say they have 1,200 new cases. Most things they duh, that's that fucking lot. It's like Houston numbers. Supreme Court gives Native Americans jurisdiction over eastern Oklahoma, the eastern half of Oklahoma, which is significant because they've been pushed on a reservation all this time. And I guess there was a lot of things too, issues where they couldn't have a procedural justice for crimes. Something like that. It's a good one. Next thing. Those frozen Luby's fish fillets from HEB taste like crap. It's a meme. Here's another article. Black Lives Matter. Mural in Oak Park defaced, painted over to read All Lives Matter. Then there's a guy selling some shit. Oh, law school. If I'd only gone to law school. June 28th, July 11th, looking for a free attorney in MO, I guess, Missouri. It's not capitalized, so the guy's already an idiot. Oh, nothing's capitalized. Hi, I need a attorney, but not fat to appeal, but I don't have. I need a attorney not fat to appeal, but I don't have 2,000 or 5,000. Please help me. For more info, and then the phone number. I need someone to come to my house, talk about feelings. In return, I'm willing to secretly give with no E, give you a BJ if I win. No fat guys. Oh, that goes back to fat. No fat guys. Must have DFS, Children's Division, and the fight like hell. So this person's offering a blowjob if an attorney will represent them, which must be a woman. Obviously, right? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to judge. But that is pretty wacky. That's pretty crazy. So I don't think about that. Hola. Oh, he waved like a minute ago.
Yeah.
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 I was reading something on another website. Sorry about that.
That's like 3.
Yeah. Australia's pretty neat, man. And Austria is really neat too. I was reading an article. Just FYI. That was on our website.
Okay. How much land do you need?
Come on.
How much land would you need to be happy? An acre, 10 acres, 100
land.
acres?
I thought you were saying lime.
No, that's not what I said.
2 acres.
2 acres. That's pretty good.
land
Is that what your parents have?
Yeah, 2 acres.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's right. Because they have a whole acre, really an acre and a half, that they could have a small farm on. Or some goats, sheep.
Do you
whatever.
have to grow
No, you can grow whatever
sunflowers?
you want. Yeah, just put like I feel like their land is wasted. They don't do anything with it. I get up to my mom all the time. I'm like, all you've done is.
Well, you've always said that.
Yeah, they just mow.
What would you do with 2 acres of land? What would you do with it?
It depends where you're at. That's seriously important. Is because like so where they're at, they're near Farmville. Can you hear the music?
Hell yeah.
Is it loud or just right?
Well, just now I heard it. Now I don't hear it.
When I'm talking. Can you hear right now?
Like muffled. Is it in your speaker?
No, it's on my phone.
Yeah, that's good. Leave it on the phone.
About suicide. I have this up all the way. I could. Oh wow, this is loud. I'm loud. I have these are like sound.
It sounds fine. It sounds fine.
They do it on purpose. It's because these are like sound dampening headphones. I'm talking loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Because the mic is over here or whatever.
No, the music. Now I don't hear the music, but
I hate it up loud. I wish I could plug it in, but I can't. When I tried to play it on iTunes,
where was it before?
They just had it sitting on the table. But I have it. It's up loud. Weird. And now it's louder. How weird is that? So anyway, what the fuck are we talking about, man?
Military grade armor, something.
Okay, well, incredibly entertaining.
Well, you have 15 minutes to talk about it. 14. 13,
You want to kill it at 2?
11. Huh?
You want to kill it at 2?
No. I was just saying that was 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty long.
I can talk all night. I'll talk till 6 in the morning. That's when the sun comes up, by the way. Actually, it comes up at like 6:47.
Oh, yeah, I was reading Facebook headlines.
Oh my god, dude. I hate
Okay,
it.
here's one. James Grant from 10 hours ago. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get in on this. Thank God. I haven't said much on this topic, but this one I'm going to say something. All right, well, I thought you said that in the first sentence. First of all, and there's no grammar. First of all, this lady should be glad that man wasn't mean. That was a downright assault. Oh, see more. Thank God. That was a downright assault.
Where are you reading that from?
On Facebook.
Oh my God.
I can promise you she wouldn't have left and had to be identified and arrested later. She would have been arrested right then. Secondly, you mask wearers. Oh shit, here we go. Secondly, you mask wearers. It's your right if you choose to wear a mask. It's your right if you choose to believe this much hyped up lied about flu. I'm sorry, it has an E on it. It fucked me up. I couldn't see the L on his glasses and the bright ass light. It's like the sun, man. However, it's my right to not wear a mask as well. It's my right not to believe these made up, hyped up lies about the flu. He's on to something, Samantha. But it seems you mask wearers have been taking it a step further and think you can police the world and attack people. I gotta say, this is kind of well written. I feel like this is a copy and paste. But it seems you mask wearers have taken it a step further and think you can police the world and attack people that don't wear them. I've yet to see anything where a non-mask wearer has assaulted anybody wearing a goddamn mask. Yes, the non-wearers have called the wearers cheap and Kool-Aid drinkers. Kool-Aid. But to the physically assault, I haven't seen anything. Also, I hope the dear God, amen, she, where'd it go? She didn't have the flu, because if she did, and she spit on that man, her charges should be attempted murder, since the flu is so deadly, according to the mask wearers.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever, dude.
That's the dumbest shit I've probably read in one of my lifetimes.
Well, it's not even that dumb. It's pretty well articulated, but it's like, yeah, we're fighting over, like you and your sibling fighting over crackers. All right,
Illinois Costco
just go buy your own fucking crackers.
Spits in hands face for removing mask while exiting store.
I don't like that.
I ripped that mask off the moment the fucking doors open and I walked out.
Do you have a problem wearing a mask?
It's hot. Yeah, I don't like it.
It's already fucking hot. Do you have a problem wearing it because the government is assigning it?
Oh, no, man. I was wearing a mask before the government told me to wear a mask. I was wearing a mask.
Yeah, and you've worn thicker masks and heavier masks. That's the thing. Like, I don't feel like anybody's fucking... Nobody's mad about anything anymore. They're just like, You know when you're sleeping next to somebody, even whether you want to sleep next to them, but you wake up, and it's like a little hotter than you expected it to be, and then a little closer than you expected it to be, and you're just like,
Every night with my son.
and you're just like, just scoot over a little bit. And I feel like that's all everybody's at right now is like, just scoot over a little bit. Just give me a little bit of room. But they don't know how to do anything that's short of like, make it a fucking hashtag and make it a social media crisis. And so, I don't know, man. It's like nothing, there's nothing with any gravitas. Nothing matters anymore. It's not like, it's not like a gender role or an ethnicity or like sexuality, anything like that. Everything is just like it's either you're on the wrong side or you're on the other side. I think they're both kind of. I don't think they're very well calculated. I mean, human rights, obviously, civil rights, obviously. That's like a normal. That's a pretty basic. That's the thing that we're trying to get the ape part of us out of us, but like some of the stuff is just it's not well articulated. It's not described in a way that, and you can't say that either. That's the other thing is you have to. Do you understand that there's the cowboys and the Indians? And the Indians aren't even Indians; they're native. They're indigenous people. Like, can you deal with the fact that?
Well, are they?
Yeah.
American people. I've always wondered why we call it America. And we're the United States of America, but you have South America, the whole continent, for the United States of America, but we're not representative of any country in South America or in Canada or Mexico. How are we the United States of America, man? That's kind of like the most, dude, as a veteran, if somebody was actually like watching that cared, I'd probably get fucking killed for saying, but the United States of America is a big fucking misnomer. I mean, why isn't it just like the United States of Central and North America or an original name?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if the colonies had an original name picked out, and if for whatever reason they just didn't go with it. Why is England named England? Who's it named after? Or was that some derivative of a word way back when? Iceland, Greenland. How did they get their names? Somebody on Iceland was like, it's not icy like Greenland, but it's green here, and it would be fucking funny if we flip-flopped their names and fucked up children everywhere until they were like in their 20s. Who decided that? What? I mean, really, it's like going back to like, why is a cuss word considered a cuss word? Fuck if I know. That doesn't even make sense,
Why is a customer considered what?
A cuss word. Like, why are cuss words?
Oh, yeah.
Cuss words? Why? Who chose that? Shit. Sounds like a cool word, man.
But what's funny is if somebody from Argentina comes to visit, that's probably one of the first things they're going to ask you is like, why are you called America? You're the United States of America. That's what everybody in the world knows you as. So.
As the United States of America?
Yeah.
Estados Unidos.
Estados Unidos, United States of America, whatever, but not just America, because America is everything from like Alaska all the way to South America.
Do they ask why people
Which is funny
say
because that was a topic of discussion for a lot of nights. Like, well, I don't know. And then the only thing you have to say is like, oh yeah, well we put a man on the moon. It's like, and it sounds like trash when you say it, obviously, because we backed
some other people up in war, and we took all the fucking credit, by the way.
We lost a few wars, but you'll never know that because we have Time Life, and so
it's World War II, man.
We produce all the documentaries.
Well, I think we didn't win.
But that's what everybody else thinks. Like, well, America is everything from the top all the way to the bottom. So why do you call America America?
Yeah. The United States, but we're not even united.
Well, we're definitely at that.
How,
Yeah, definitely not.
And you had the 13 colonies, right? And they started to expand. At what point did they start calling it the United States when the Bill of Rights was written? I had no fucking idea. The Constitution? Did the Constitution say this is like, the glaring document over the United States of America?
Who knows?
And then someone in Mexico was like, hold up. Time out.
Who knows?
Like, we're not part of this equation. We want to be united. Can we be we're not going to be a state, but can we be united? That would be cool. And then we were like, nah, dog. We're our own country now. Across the river, we're going to shoot you, SA. And like, that's our word.
Who knows?
Like, okay,
who knows how all that played out? I don't know.
And that's why I think you get conspiracies where people go, hey, that don't make no sense, man. Who fucking decided that rule? But then some of those people also believe in,
I don't know what that means.
That means people believe in a God they never met.
Oh, yeah.
These are people who will question history and then turn around and believe in something they've never seen or met. But you have also never seen history, right?
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, right? You didn't see 1978. Wait, did you? You were born in September 78?
Huh?
I was born. You were born in 78, right? Or 79?
Yeah.
Phil, cover your shit. Let her hit this, please.
Sounds different, doesn't it? That kind of thing like really shocks me. Oh, I've just seen your comments on YouTube. Thanks for still listening, by the way. And because I never met you, I don't want to say anything that sounds entirely stupid, but your written English seems excellent. But from everything I heard, you're a pretty smart person. So it's pretty good. Yeah. Estados Unidos. Unidos or Unidos? Yes, Unidos. Estados Unidos. Unidos. Estados Unidos. Why can't I say that? Estados Unidos.
It's called racism.
Estados Unidos. Estados Unidos. Es muy el capitalisto. Stop. El capitillo. What would you say for like they're robbers? The United States are full of robbers, like people robbing other people, stealing. I don't want to say stealing though. I guess robbing is stealing, but I guess we kind of steal. We don't steal. Fuck, man.
Well, it sounds like you do.
I don't like getting blamed for what our government does. I don't like that, and it sucks that you worked for the government for a long time and you start feeling that way. You should feel pride. But no one's knocked on my door either and offered me some kind of contract to go to like a South American country and kill like some guy in charge and get a lot of money from my family.
Or teach like a whole grade of education. You could be the...
Well, in Nicaragua, you're breaking up, bro. I don't know what to do whenever it breaks up. I can't hear you. It sounds like a fucking microwave. Like wah 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 wah. You sound like a teacher in Charlie Brown. That's all I hear right now. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. You know what though? We're over at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now it's cleared up. Now you're all clear. Yeah, over 3 hours, bro. It's crazy. I want to end the recording though. But then what if someone comes and kills you?
No, right.
I'm using enhanced encryption, by the way.
They know where we're at.
I got a year of this. So.
For what?
Of this Zoom Pro.
Like get some other people on, man.
I can host huge meetings.
We can find people easy. We can find people easy.
I ask people all the time.
No.
They want.
Between me and you, we can find people.
Well,
you got a year of this.
Easy part. Getting them to show up's the hard part.
No, it's not. You got nothing but time, man. You got nothing but time.
Well, I'm here.
Just set it up, do an hour of like whatever intro stuff or BS stuff you want to do. Do an hour of like, hey, let's get to know you as the person we're going to interview, and do like an hour of, let's talk about something nitty and gritty, and let's disagree on it for that matter. Let's let people who don't know how to disagree learn how to disagree. Just do that. That's the worst part, man. Nobody knows how to listen to people who differ from their opinion.
They get fucking mad.
And that's like, no, it's done. You're basically giving up a chokehold at that point. If you can get the whatever this beam of consciousness is to convince you that, let's just, so long as we don't disagree, we don't have to have a difference of opinion, anything like that, let's just go along with it. If they can get you to do that, you're done. You're basically sedated. Because you have to challenge opinions. You have to challenge other people's views. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be ignorant. You don't have to be anything. Just challenge what the hell they're saying. That's all. Is that for me? Are you? You're going to have to stretch that hat out a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
It's going to fit over your...
No, it's a great point. People just don't know how to communicate, and they've lost that, to me, with the advent of social media. A lot of people probably didn't know how to communicate in the first place. And I also wonder about a lot of people I just don't see on Facebook. Are they not part of my algorithm? Are they not even on there? They live a life without being on fucking Facebook? Good for them. Seriously, good for them. It is a horrible addiction. I still remember when I was in Korea and I got on Facebook, like either right before I went or right when I got there. And I started inviting my friends. And now I regret it wholeheartedly. Like, I feel like it started helping to spread Facebook. Like, the moment I got on there, hey, you should check this out. MySpace sucks, bro. But then everybody went there. And I think where Facebook fucked up, they put profit over, any moral responsibility. And I think that's honestly probably what killed MySpace, was they stayed true to their platform. They didn't alter the whole thing. And Facebook was like, hey, let's just make this easier for people to fuck with each other and slip ads in everywhere and start data mining people. You didn't hear about data mining, about advertisers stealing your information. You didn't hear about any of that shit until Facebook came into play, man. You need just more and more and more and more. Your camera turned off. Are you dead? This says your name now. I don't know, man. Maybe you went to sleep. Maybe if you go to sleep, bro, I'm gonna start singing to people. I appreciate anybody who's still here, first of all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Let's see if you're back. No, you're still not back, though. Now you're back.
No.
Hello. Hello, Bubba Sparks. Dude, was I still having kick-ass parties at my house in Fort Meade whenever you came back?
They were the best. Anyone who was anyone was there.
Yeah. That was really horrible.
It's Lynn's. It's Lynn's? Yeah.
McNish. Whoever the fuck else.
There were some fireworks. I remember.
Yeah? I remember that. Do you remember the neighbor who worked at the NSA or whatever it was, or MI, and her husband came over with a pistol looking for her? Do you remember that? Were you there? Are you fingering my face? Can you hear me? You can't hear me, can you?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay. You couldn't hear me before then when I talked about the key to life?
No. No. Were you trying to sign me up for multi-level marketing?
Yes, no, I can't even get
That's the third time this month, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
It's a new approach every time, but
I don't want to sell that stuff, man.
it's very hard to.
It's nothing personal. I'm just not that motivated.
But it's space.
I'm not a bad guy. I just don't want to
Space
sell
these
vitamins.
rockets. You don't want to sell vitamins.
Where is it?
Oh man, I've tried like 2 or 3 of those, and it works. It has to work for some people, you know. But then it doesn't work anymore. Looks like an alien spaceship, man. It seems like every day's the same as. Oh,
Good. Now I can't hear you. Okay, now I can hear you.
that's probably a good thing. I hope nobody can hear me. Can you hear the music?
Hell yeah, I hear that music.
Oh, it's that perfect. It's good music. These guys, when I was living out there in Columbia, which is beautiful, Columbia, Maryland, by the way, beautiful town, beautiful space. They will murder you. That's just the fact of life in Maryland. But the Cynthia Woods Pavilion was right around the corner from where I live. And if the wind was just right, I could hear concerts.
Cynthia Woods is in the Woodlands.
Oh, you're right. What was the one?
What was the other one out there?
I don't know. I don't remember now. I thought it was called Cynthia Woods, but it was something.
It looks the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all the same. They're built in the suburban area. It's just in the right spot. You want to Google it? It's right there. But I heard Breakage Benjamin playing one night, which was cool.
Oh, you live there? You live close to it?
Yeah, in Columbia.
Oh,
It was right across the street, man. That's what was fucking... Dude, that area was badass. I'd go back there. I really would. Maryland was nice. Very central location. From going down to Virginia, D.C., the Carolinas, going up north to Philly, New York City, the East Coast, New England. God, put me back there, man. I'd choose that. You know what? Besides Texas, well, and I'm only choosing Texas because my family's here. But I'd choose living in Maryland, I think, over almost anywhere in the country. Probably everywhere, honestly. Yep, I said it. That's it. I'm done.
That's it?
I hear everything I'm saying. What's up?
You're done?
Oh, my goodness.
Merriweather.
The Merriweather...
Post Pavilion.
Merriweather Woods Pavilion.
Merriweather Post Pavilion. Yeah.
Merriweather Post Oak Pavilion.
Merriweather Post Pavilion. Columbia, Maryland, Patuxent Parkway. Yeah. No, that's right. That was close to your place.
The whole fucking area, man. I'm telling you, though, it's a great area. The homes, the trees, the fact there weren't access roads along every freeway and just fucking sprawl. Like, everything was built inside the trees. Do you remember the Wings place that was in Laurel? You had to go up to one, and when the one would split, and you had, the directions on both sides.
Yeah.
Down the middle. At the Wings place, they would have nickel wings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just shit like that. Find nickel wings in the city of Houston. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And never. I can't find nickel fucking taquitos here, dude. Come on, man. Maryland's all right, honestly. It probably doesn't get a good enough rep. Why did I say rap instead of rep? Hey, that guy's got a bad rap.
Rap, as in rap sheet, yeah.
But what if it's just like, yeah, I heard that guy's bad rap, but like their mean is rep. You can say, that guy's got a bad rep, man. Yeah. Rap.
It's an old term. It's archaic.
Is it?
Oh, 4.5. Good prices. Good parking. Awesome friendly staff. Yeah, that would be a good place to watch the show, though. This is a pretty,
those row houses,
club.
3 stories with a basement.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was sick. Nice, dude.
If you say so.
Why am I doing so much now?
Oh, where was this? Where was this? That was in Columbia, Maryland, right?
What?
Did you see anybody there in Columbia? You just heard the concerts?
My son hasn't gotten up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a couple of times, but I just thought that was cool. Living
What
anywhere
was?
close to a venue
Hearing
like that.
the music?
Yeah, just hearing it fucking over
Yeah.
the trees and shit. We had a really nice mall.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a typical mall.
Huh?
It's clean.
You're going. You don't feel me. Google Play Music. Why is it sending me that all of a sudden? I don't know what else to hit up tonight, man. I know this has been a general chat for the most part. Not really much direction, like Eddie said. Some direction better than no direction, but we'll probably chit chat all night. But I have a small child that gets up at the crack of dawn. Although I've convinced him to sleep till about 8 o'clock, almost 9 on the most part, which I feel bad about. He and I really need to get used to getting up early again. I just feel it's like, what's the point of getting up early? I go to school, but now going to school means taking all my classes, which I really despise. And he might be doing a virtual academy for kindergarten, whatever that's going to work out. Because kindergarten is pretty much just a social atmosphere for kids. It's just
Yeah.
what the fuck? That was all right. I guess I'm back.
No, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Does it sound weird?
Huh?
What?
Huh? I-T. R-U-I-T. No. What's an I-T?
Hey, am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you should take me off. I was about to say something wrong. I probably shouldn't. Hey, look, I'm as army as they come, dude. Not all gung ho and stuff, but you know me. This one, I can't even hear anything anymore. You know what I think happened? He's died. That's what happened. No, they didn't. Okay. I can't hear you. I don't hear myself through the headphones either. This is fucking retarded. You might have to let me in or something. I don't know. Hey, can you're muted. So I can't hear anything anyway. Well, I don't know if you're here. Are you here? Because I can't hear you, man. And this is on fucking full screen. All right, he just dropped off. So let's kill this. Good God. Oh, and it stopped streaming anyway. I guess. This is a mess now, man. I don't even know if we're streaming. What's going on? Yeah, okay, we're streaming.
You're here.
And he was muted.
Are you here?
And
I can hear you.
well, we're gonna kill it.
This is on your fucking full screen.
So
He just dropped off, so
I think that was all good. It was fine. It was fun.
God. Oh, and it stopped streaming anyway.
I
Yes.
appreciate
This is a
anyone
mess now, man. I don't
watching
even know if
this
it's
for more than
streaming.
10 minutes
What's
because I
going
think
on?
that it's all right, but it's
Okay, let's do it. And he was muted. Are you here?
I gotta mute. God, this is a mess. For me, this was kind of good because I having the chance to just bullshit and have some fun doing it. I wasn't really close to the guy that I know that killed himself. I wasn't really close to him, but I definitely respected him, looked up to him. He's a good guy, good mentor in the military, one of the best I was around. And just hearing that somebody like that would take their life is it's a lot, you know. I don't know if 22 veterans a day actually killed themselves or not. There's a lot of veterans, but the fact that any do for the most part is what's difficult to comprehend or deal with because just people committing suicide in general just sucks. A lot of leftover answers and leftover questions, I mean, but hopefully in the days ahead, there'll be some clarity or whatever, but not to end on a sour note. At least we have sports starting up soon, hopefully. Probably not. I have an entire pessimistic view on that. And that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. It was a good time. I like talking with my boy. Okay, zoom in there too. I think it ended briefly because of a time thing or whatever. But I'm going to email them because I paid $150 to have the ability to do this through Zoom and do YouTube Live. And I plan on doing it as often as possible. So if you actually watched all this and you're at this point hearing me, if you'd like to just be a chat guest, that'd be great. In general, I'm way more serious and we'll have a good conversation with anybody. But tonight was more bullshitting and getting a lot off my chest. So that's it. Gonna wrap up. Headphones are dead. My mic is the computer. And to be honest, I have no idea if it's even working. I'm assuming it is. I hope it is. Looks like the little bar is moving. They could do some better things with all this, especially the settings, just that you could see that everything's working okay. That's really important. So sayonara. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking it out. This is the opening drive. On the details and most of the videos, there's information on hitting up patreon.com where you can find the actual podcast and anything like that. But support's always great because it allows me to do cooler things. And I do plan on interviewing local constituents in Corpus throughout the state of Texas as much as I can, especially a lot of Army veterans, Army veteran friends, whomever. That's what I'd like to do. So have a good night. Take it easy. And meeting for all.